Right, hello everybody, should be live, should be good, I think we are. Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. It's time for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Unbeaten Arsenal sitting at the top of the table, and United, who've been a little bit shaky, but looking to recover their form, are at home. So could that give them a slight edge in that regard? Of course, United, with a win, could see themselves climb as high as 5th in the Premier League, which given their start of the season, a 2-0 loss to Brighton, a 4-0 loss to Brentford, that is quite surprising. But yes, welcome all. I better say hi to everyone in chat. Let me get chat out quickly, and then I'll welcome you all to the stream. It's great to see so many of you here so early. Of course, I'm joined by Harry as always. Welcome back. It's only been a day.
Yeah, it's been a day.
We were here yesterday. What stream it was? Hopefully today is just as good and as good a game.
Well, yeah, incredible game yesterday, incredible game today. It's been a very good day of football as well, but a lot of controversy also to go along with it. But what else do we expect in the Premier League? Yeah, obviously, just finished, I believe. Brighton 5, Leicester 2, was it? I believe it was 5-2. Yeah. Great game, obviously. Alexis McAllister denied an absolute wonder goal by, again...
But he made up for it. 2 goals for Alexis McAllister, a beautiful free kick and a penalty as well, I believe.
But it's annoying because of a fantastic game with 7 goals in it has been completely
could have been
ruined
6-2
because of a controversial VAR decision. It took 4 minutes to make the decision and it was the wrong one.
We'll be talking more about VAR on Wednesday when the podcast comes out, I am sure. But for today, we'll keep it focused on the game. Welcome Josh35. Welcome Ryan Chin with the classic high full stop. Welcome Chelsea fans as well. Looking forward to the game, as are we. It should be a fantastic encounter. What a spectacle we have on our hands. I'm just going to make sure we're on the right channel because we are not yet.
But yeah, fantastic weekend of football. And what a way to end it with an absolute classic. 2 Premier League giants of the decade, of the previous decades. Fallen off a little bit in recent times, but
arguably right back there. If United win today, they go 2 points off Manchester City,
ahead of Chelsea.
Isn't that just insane? And I think the difference is United had to take time to adapt. But if City keep drawing and United keep winning, there's no reason they can't be right up there. And I know they don't have the elite marksmen that City do in Haaland, and I know they might not have as great defenders, but I think Ten Hag's done very well with what he's got. It worries me for the future that maybe we're going to see Arsenal and Man United back
so we did
to
their
their
game of the
best
weekend, and we're doing the last game weekend. To round up the action that we've missed throughout. 3 o'clock kick-off standard, really. Chelsea left it late and got very lucky.
Well, even that late goal for West Ham, the leveller,
shouldn't have been.
Should not have counted.
Forest should have 2-0 win at Bournemouth. Tottenham struggled at home to Fulham. Fulham will play very well, but Tottenham got the 3 points. Other 3 o'clock kickoffs, I think Wolves drew Southampton, bit of a nothing game. And then obviously the 5:30, the big game for Aston Villa. What a performance it was. It was a much needed point for Villa. City again, as we said, dropping points, and realistically they should have lost the game because they've got another poor officiating decision.
Well, yeah, as Rush35 says, TFC, you need to make a podcast about VAR. As I just mentioned, Wednesday's podcast will be centred around VAR, so look out for that.
Not just VAR, but I think it would probably just be refereeing in general.
Probably so. They better not win. I don't want Man U to go above us. See, I am conflicted because I don't want Arsenal to go, 4 points clear at the top. I also don't want United to go above us. I don't think United being above us is too much of an issue. I know we've got to play Liverpool soon, but...
Equally, I think Arsenal being 4 points at the top can be stopped wherever it is. If that's a Man City.
Yeah, you make a good point. Nice little ASMR sound effects there for everyone watching. Not really ASMR, but yeah. Pouring water. Anyway, should we get some lineups in a moment? By the way, welcome Cauliflower. Aloha. Welcome
Standard
to the stream.
Teams, obviously, I think the big news, obviously, for the injury doubts were for Arsenal, Ramsdale, Zinchenko and Odegaard. They all start today.
Well, thanks for ruining the lineups. I'll get into it before you can tell anyone else who's playing. But
guess what Gabriel Jesus plays.
Oh yeah, cheers. Thanks, Harry. Right, of course, we are at Old Trafford, United at home. At the Theatre of Dreams, but will it be United in Dreamland? Or could Arsenal nick all 3 points and continue their unbeaten start? I guess we'll have to see. Manchester United line up with De Gea in goal. It is their back four that have used the last few games of Dalot, Varane, Martinez and Malacia. An interesting pivot as Casemiro drops to the bench. McTominay comes into the side and Eriksen retains his place. He did. He started last time out for Manchester United. when they beat Southampton.
No, they played Southampton age ago. He was benched. Leicester came off the
Midweek
bench.
game. Leicester, I thought he started.
No, he came off the bench.
I'm pretty sure he started a game this season. Anyway, Sancho on the left, Anthony on the right, captains Bruno Fernandes in that attacking mid-role, Rashford leading the line. As for Arsenal, they of course line up with Ramsdale in between the sticks, White, Saliba, Gabriel Zinchenko. They're back for the standard back four that started every game bar one this season when Tierney made a starting appearance last time out at Fulham. Lokonga and Xhaka the pivot, Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, Odegaard the captain, he's in that attacking mid-role, and Jesus, of course, leading the line. Matching formations today. Who do you think is going to come out on top? Some early thoughts, the battles.
I think,
okay.
Just before we get into individual, I think just the general battle, and I want to highlight things, this has got the potential to be a very physical and scrappy game. Man United, I can't remember Arsenal, but Manchester United, in the 5 games they've played, they've picked up 17 yellow cards, which is about
very combative.
3.3, 3.4 a game, I think. And so you've got the likes of McTominay in there, but you've also got the likes of Xhaka. This, we're going to see, honestly, I think we can see a lot of big tackles here, and with the controversy and officiating, problems we've seen this weekend, it could only get worse today.
By the way, you were spot on. No Casemiro start so far. That's an interesting one. So Anthony makes his first start for the club today, despite joining just 48 hours ago. Well, 72 hours ago now. Does that not beg the question? Why is Casemiro not starting?
I don't know what Eric Ten Hag sees in McTominay.
I can't understand. Is Casemiro taking time to adapt? Is he not fully fit? But then why has he come off the bench 3 times and played a total of 90 minutes across 3 games? Why is he not starting today?
I think Anthony's starting is obviously Ten Hag knows Anthony, he likes Anthony,
I
got with him.
I disagree. I think, yes, of course he knows Anthony, all that kind of stuff, so he trusts him. I think the main reason why he's playing Anthony is... What?
Ben White?
No, the main reason is the shock value, the kind of... They can't anticipate it. You can't stop Anthony if you don't know he's there. They wouldn't have been expecting Anthony to start today. They also don't know how to play against Anthony. He's a very tricky winger. He's a player that can cause them a lot of troubles. He's like a young Ronaldo. Yeah. Relatively unknown. This is going to be the game where he shocks the world potentially.
And I think that brings me on to my point with Ben White. That left side of Anthony and Malacia, Ben White has got a tough job on his hands today.
Indeed.
I think this is going to be a lot harder for Arsenal than people think. I think this game is very even. I cannot call it. I think the majority of people think Arsenal are going to win this season.
I think Arsenal have played very well to deserve that kind of praise, though. I think they've done enough so far.
I think this is Arsenal's
to warrant
biggest test so far, which could be really interesting.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Because
100%. I mean, look at Man United's fixtures. Yeah, they've beaten Liverpool, but they struggled early season. No other side that they've played could beat Liverpool, I don't think. I know Palace came close, to be fair, they did draw with them. And I know Fulham also drew with them. But regardless of that fact... Yes, but they don't play Everton until next week, do they, Arsenal?
Oh, sorry,
yeah. Should be a very good game.
I think Arsenal are going to struggle today. I really do. I think, yes, they've been phenomenal, don't get me wrong. There'll be a confidence boost, there'll be the form of the players as well. It's going to be interesting. But I think there's a bigger confidence in Manchester United.
You reckon?
The Liverpool game was a massive win.
I think the positivity surrounding Arsenal's 6 games unbeaten now?
Yeah.
How many have they gone? 6,
big.
Isn't it?
But I think it's we
No, 5 on 15, aren't they? Yeah.
I think Villa, I'm surprised they only beat Villa 2-1.
I was going to say, I think as much as it's been good, the last 2 games were not convincing. They just about got over the line against Villa thanks to Martinez having 2 massive mistakes, and then they just about got over the line against a Fulham side who arguably could have won that game even.
Well, the games before that, Bournemouth we were expecting easy. Yeah. Palace could have done.
Palace should have won. Arguably, a late own goal made it look more comprehensive than it was, and I think Eze and Edouard should have scored the chances they had. Game 2, of course, they played. I thought you were going to come in there with exactly who they're playing.
Who are they playing? Fulham. So they played Palace, then then Bournemouth, Fulham, Villa,
Leicester, 4-2.
Leicester.
Not the most convincing. Did concede 2 goals, one of which was a Saliba own goal. Jesus 2 goals, 2 assists. How much of an impact do you think Gabriel Jesus will have today? That's an interesting battle. Jesus and arguably Odegaard against Martinez and Varane. Who thinks coming out on top?
This comes to the point.
Can they keep him quiet?
Height sometimes doesn't matter because Jesus isn't taller than Martinez.
I think today the majority of the battle is going to be stopping the ball to his feet.
I think Jesus could struggle today.
I disagree.
I think it might come down to Odegaard to get it out wide.
Well, that's exactly how Arsenal play, though. Jesus is going to receive the ball, pass to Saka. Odegaard's made that run behind Martinez or Varane, and
I think Odegaard did have a knock because I saw that on my FPL. I was worried he wasn't going to play, but he is.
He's so good in that role.
I think he's going to be the mate. I think if Arsenal to win today, it's going to come down to him.
They need someone who can play the same role as Odegaard, but could also play in wide areas.
He has got a big role today, Odegaard.
If I'm Arsenal, the next signing they make, barring a central midfielder, but they should have got Tielemans, who they will, I imagine, get on a free at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Same for Douglas Luiz, potentially even in January. I think your next signing is a Dani Olmo.
I think he'll
or a Christopher Nkunku. So I think you need someone to play back up to Odegaard, because if they didn't have Odegaard, I think he's the most pivotal player.
Yeah.
If you lose Odegaard, I think that's bigger for them than losing Jesus.
It'll be interesting how many minutes Zinchenko can last.
Yeah.
Obviously, come back from injury. Obviously, I've got Tierney on. But if I'm Jadon Sancho, who's in red hot form at the moment, I would be feeling quite confident. You know, Zinchenko obviously missed the last game, come back from injury. I think you've got to test him. You've got to run at him. And I think and this is what I like about this game is the difference. It's the really big difference.
I think there's a lot of dynamics at play today.
Is that Arsenal, how will Arsenal do today will be decided how their middlemen do. Their Odegaard, their Jesus, the pivot of Xhaka and Lokonga. Because there's always a threat that Xhaka gets sent off. There's also a threat that McTominay gets sent off. But for United, it's going to be the wide players. So for Arsenal, it's your middlemen. For United, it's your wide players.
Yeah, United's best chance today is making their team as compact as possible, and then springing on the counter.
Sancho and Anthony pace.
And Rashford. Pace, forget about Rashford. Rashford's their quickest player.
That front three is
a fantastic finisher. As a striker, Rashford will do well today.
I'm telling you now, especially against Ben White. I think Rashford. Also, we know Rashford is also a left. He's also a left winger. We know he's going to target that left side. Like the Liverpool game, I think he'll look to get in that gap between Gabriel and White. He'll look to get in that gap there and try and beat him with pace and spring the counter. I think we're in for a very exciting game. I cannot see this being a 0-0 or a 1-0. No. I think this is going to be a high scoring one. I also think
there's some matches where you go, you know what, this could go either way. This is either going to be a bit of a boring 0-0 or maybe one team will beat the other. I think this could be a very high scoring draw, and that's the only way I see this going. I cannot see Arsenal pulling them apart.
Exactly, because I agree, because if it does get boring, I can see a Xhaka or McTominay just putting in a stupid tackle, getting sent off, and suddenly the game's opened up. I don't think Xhaka's that guy anymore.
McTominay, I know we've slagged off Xhaka in recent years. It's always been the funny red card bingo.
Now it's McTominay.
He's been reinvented under Arteta, or at least they're starting to utilise his abilities rather than just showing the negatives of Granit Xhaka, and it's fantastic to see. I'm really happy for him. I mean, it's been a fantastic comeback from sarcastically clapping Arsenal fans and throwing the captain's armband to the floor to return the manner he has to starting for Arsenal and being a valued member of the side. I still think a DM is needed though. They can't go through a season with El Neni, Xhaka and Sambi Lokonga as your 3 options, and Partey, I guess. But 4 options in middle midfield, that's not enough. It's just not. And then they don't have any real backup. So Martin Odegaard, I guess Smith Rowe can do a job there, but there is not enough depth in that Arsenal team. That is what they need to improve next. And even when you look at their depth, Rob Holding cannot start in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Realistically, for a title challenging side.
I think even their back 4. I'm not okay. Yes, Arsenal have a fantastic back 4, but they do lead goals. They conceded 1 to Aston Villa, who looked devoid of anything. They conceded 2 at Leicester, and 1 was an own goal, which could be costly in games like this. And they conceded 1 at Fulham, who, mixed with different gravy, but still against a United side that look in very good form.
It's how United set up to make a difference. If they set up like a small club, and what I mean by that is a team of a lower reputation that's going up against a big side. If they set up like that, they've got a chance of success. If they try and outplay Arsenal, they will lose today. I think if they won't break them down, but they can hit them on the counter.
They've got to do exactly what they did at Liverpool.
Of course, don't just Southgate it and deliberately sit back and lose possession. But I think they will be under the cosh, and they need to realise that and play out from there. Just want to point out, by the way, Josh35 saying in chat, I'm disappointed with my team so far. We haven't had luck, so not that mad, but we just don't have luck.
I think that's recency bias.
Yeah, I mean, 4 draws in the Premier League, 1 loss, 1 win for Newcastle, 7 points, sitting in 11th.
I agree with you. Liverpool got unlucky. I think City...
At Palace, they got unlucky, had a goal ruled out unfairly.
City got very, very lucky.
But when you look at their fixture list, West Ham out of form, Bournemouth at home, Fulham away, Brentford at home.
No need to worry.
That's 12 points unless they get super unlucky. I think Newcastle will be absolutely fine.
That thing's questionable.
Because if they take 19, if they're on 19 points, right, from 10 games, Newcastle, that's incredibly strong.
Exactly.
You've only dropped 11 points in total. And Liverpool, as much as you can feel hard done by, it's not a game you expect to win, so I don't think it's a massive issue there.
Again, City has a great point, and realistically, Trippier should have been sent off, and they should have lost that game, realistically, if he'd been sent off. So I think they got quite lucky there. And I think every team's got unlucky, but also has got lucky this year. You look at Chelsea, unlucky at Tottenham, lucky against West Ham.
I'm not seen Newcastle either this season. I watched the Wolves game. That's about it. I don't know when we'll do them on TFC Live. Potentially Man United in a few weeks. That could be a good game, depending on what other. Yeah, of course, but maybe there could be a potential Newcastle game coming in the future if we can fit it in. If there's a weekend with nothing interesting and not too much Champions League football and stuff.
I mean, this but today, this evening, this afternoon, wherever it is, whatever the time, I think this is going to be very good.
We've got 12 minutes to kick off.
I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm buzzing. I think this is the most excited I've been for a little while. Like, I knew yesterday would be a decent game. Wasn't too confident it was going to be a stunning game. I thought Liverpool might just batter them. And then we might be in for a boring match.
Once it got to
how wrong I was.
As soon as Tom Davies hit the crossbar, I thought, this is going to be a cracking game.
What other games we covered recently? West Ham, Tottenham. Wasn't expecting much. Didn't get much. Last weekend,
the games that were happening elsewhere were more entertaining.
Arsenal, Fulham last weekend.
Yeah,
to be fair, Fulham did their best, and they did well there. But
and this also has a bit of potential just to be capable.
I was going to say this could be a boring game. This could be a 0-0 with no shots. This could be on Arsenal easy.
I think it's the same with Everton Liverpool. It's either going to be high scoring or it's going to be a very entertaining 0-0.
I don't. I think this has the option. I think this can be a boring 0-0.
I also think it depends on how big this rivalry is. Because the Everton Liverpool, the rivalry sort of showed with Tsimikas and Gordon and Mopé and everyone kicking each other.
I think Goodison Park made it so much better.
Yeah.
I think that's such a dull game if it's at Anfield.
Yeah. And
but the fact that Goodison Park, the Everton fans were pretty much on the pitch the whole game.
Old
Gordon
much of an atmosphere either.
Was brilliant. Yeah. But today, there's a competitive rivalry, but since the two haven't been competitive in a few years, United fans still hate Arsenal fans. I just don't think it's going to get that feisty at Old Trafford today. Hopefully we just get a brilliant game of football.
The referee had quite a big say.
To be fair, as much as we kick off about referee mistakes and stuff, it does make some games more interesting, I would say. It would be my only argument. Like, yes, nobody wants to see massive referee mistakes affecting the game, but equally, it does make it interesting.
Like yesterday, we don't want to see massive mistakes. Anthony Taylor didn't make any big mistakes, but it was the fact that the 50-50s he'd give one way and then the other way.
Yeah, and there's a few controversial mistakes.
Well, it's Paul Tierney refereeing today, so
a few controversial calls.
Maybe, I don't know. He's not too bad.
The
thing is, you get Anthony Taylor's only rubbish when it comes to Chelsea.
I mean, refs have bad days, refs have good days. I don't think there's any deliberately rubbish refs. I don't think there's any brilliant refs. I don't think there's any ref who's never made a mistake or had a bad game. So that's the problem. Is there's always every ref you're gonna think back to that time where he had a horrible game with you.
And
obviously,
I think that probably does sweat a little bit.
You do get a few of those times where Anthony Taylor seems to be consistently terrible refereeing performances when he's against Chelsea, but I think a majority of the time refs get a lot of stick for.
Oh yeah, and obviously
one bad game.
We are just targeting Anthony Taylor. This is just because obviously as Chelsea fans, it's more
prominent.
I know Arsenal fans have a thing with, I believe it's Stuart Atwell. But I think what the problem is that Anthony will get more stick because that Tottenham game this year, that wasn't the first time he'd cocked up Chelsea. He's cost us 2 FA Cup finals, but Arsenal both times. Liverpool win the league, Reece James handball, which was not a red card. And Tottenham, that's 4 or 5 times Anthony Taylor's done terribly on a Chelsea game.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, we've got 9 minutes to kick off, so I want to hear from you, Harry. Prediction, what are you going for?
Really tough one to call. I'm going to go 2-2. A bit like what I said for the Merseyside.
Now my prediction, mate. Disgrace.
I'm going to say 2-2. I think it's going to be a very scrappy, physical affair. I think we could see some very well-worked goals.
I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Arsenal 3. I think we'll see a winner. I think that will be us.
I'm going to say...
one way or another, Arsenal win this game.
Odegaard to open it for Arsenal. Then I think... a bit like the Liverpool game, it's going to be a quick-fire double for United.
I actually kind of forgot about this, but I nailed yesterday's prediction.
You said 0-0, yeah?
I said 0-0 in the hope that it would jinx it into being a good game with loads of goals. But it was a good game, just didn't have any goals.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
So if today is 3-2, then I'm actually ridiculously good at
predictions. 1-0 Arsenal, then 2-1 United, then Arsenal will equalise. And I'm going to say Arsenal to open the scoring.
And I predicted what for Middlesbrough on Friday.
Yeah.
Mate, I might actually just be like... what are those people that...
So you've gone 3-2 Arsenal, remember that? So
yeah.
I'm going to go... So yeah, I'll say Odegaard in the...
if it's 7-6, then yeah, I'm taking it.
Odegaard in the 29th.
Okay. Fair enough. The poll in chat, 13 votes. It's exactly level. 46% United, 46% Arsenal, 8% going for a draw. Make sure to get your votes in now. I want to see a winner. We don't want them to be level going into the start of the game.
Get your
Come
votes
on.
on the poll. Get your scores.
We need a favourite. We need a TFC poll favourite for the game. But yeah, Chelsea fans saying 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I like that scoreline.
Definitely.
I think no matter what, everyone thinks there's going to be goals today. If this is a 0-0, it is going to be disappointing, no matter how good the game is. So yeah, I'm very excited though.
I've got my hopes up. I hope my hopes aren't let down.
I hope as well.
That's a good one. You hope, but my hope.
Yeah, sure. Right, and Josh, 35 is back in your prediction. Also going for 2-2. Of course, if you are just tuning in, get involved. Give your prediction in chat. See who gets closest. And in terms of first goal scorer, what are you thinking?
Odegaard 29th.
Okay, I'm going to go Jesus 13th. Nice early goal, I think. Big early goal.
Okay. Man United to win 2-0 is the bet 365.
I said Martinelli opening goal, then Malacia, then Rashford make it 2-1. Oh, okay. But then Jesus makes it 2-2. That would be a very exciting game.
Exactly what I said.
Well, Arsenal start fast, United come back, Arsenal equalise late.
I think it'll be late as well. I think it's going to be quite late as well, the equaliser for Arsenal.
I could see it. Similar to the last 2 games. Sort of 89th. I can't remember what the Villa one was. I feel like that was 81st.
Yeah, where the game you think it's over, it's not over yet, and rescue it.
And then KSI comes out singing it's not over yet and throwing prime at the audience. Wrong pitch, isn't it? It would have been good if it was Arsenal, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right. Fit of the
of course.
Will United be dreaming,
by
or can Arsenal cause a nightmare?
I've already said that.
Did you have the nightmare bit?
No. It's good to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, United currently 8th. If they are to win today, they will climb as high as 5th, knocking Chelsea to 6th.
I think it's just saying that even if Arsenal lose tonight,
they by a point. I hope they don't lose. I think as much as I don't like Arsenal, I don't want them to win the league. I want to be as interesting for as long as possible. If City are a point off, I think that's already wrapped up. But at least this gives some sort of jeopardy. And as much as I hate Arsenal fans, I think it's funnier if they're buzzing all season and then throw it away right at the end.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so much better.
Man City have no fans. So
imagine how brilliant it is. Well, the two City fans. I think I only know one City fan. He's been on the show. So
I know 2 then.
Okay, right.
But
there's not many, is there?
No.
But I know Connor, if Arsenal win in the Premier League, will not shut up about it. But no, that's the thing. If he was then to lose the season after all season going on about how brilliant they are, if they then threw that away, that would be so much better than the alternative of just City getting
they've got
now.
The post-match interview boards on the right-hand side. I did not know they were there.
In the Old Trafford tunnel, and they've just got the goals on the left.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm assuming that's like that's part of the atmosphere.
I've got Paul T on board.
Well, it's like decal. It's not just the spare goal, is it? Can't imagine it.
There's Anthony. Cameras all focused on him on his first United start. His United debut.
Could we see a similar debut to the one of Ronaldo, where he announced himself as the tricky winger, where he's just the ball was glued to his feet, running past. I mean, remember when Ronaldo made his debut against Manchester United, when he played against Manchester United for Sporting. Wasn't his debut, but that game he mugged off a English right back, and that's when United went, we need to buy him. Could Anthony have a similar start by mugging off an English right back, and then Manchester United are happy with their purchase?
And Arsenal really doesn't need to buy him.
But yeah. Right, 3 minutes to a kick-off now. Ten Hag's making his way out of the tunnel. Age-old rivalry reignites today, this afternoon, as you said. Make that a quote.
Yeah.
But yeah, just reiterate the lineups, of course. It is David De Gea in between the sticks. Dalot, Varane, Martinez and Malacia. McTominay and Eriksen in the pivot. Anthony on the right, Sancho on the left, presumably they could be the other way around, and Bruno in attacking midfield. I would like to add as well, they've had to edit Anthony's head on, and it looks horrific. And then Marcus Rashford leads the line.
Whose body they've used?
Yeah, it's got to be like Matters. No, they wouldn't have done a kit. They're thinking the kit. By the way, yeah, Rashford is not. It would have been who's Dalot maybe.
Maybe.
Aaron Ramsdale is of course in a goal for Arsenal. And how long it's going to be before they fix that? White, Saliba, Gabriel and Zinchenko, your back four for the visitors. Lokonga and Xhaka the pivot.
Well,
Lokonga's got a big job today. And it says AFC on it as well, which is amazing. Then Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, Odegaard in attacking midfield. And then Gabriel Jesus leads the line. I can't see it right now, but it's on there somewhere. I know, I've heard. But the pattern, I can't point it out. It's hard to show. No, on the actual kit.
Oh.
It says AFC on it, I think.
It is a very nice kit.
I saw Kieran Carlin ranking all the kits. Not to shout out our competition, but
Marquinhos.
Decent video.
On the bench for Arsenal. Had an absolute blunder.
Oh yeah, of course. Should we talk about that very quickly? On his, when players post their pre-match stories where someone's edited a thing and they've just put it on their story. He did his, but it's got "You'll never walk alone" on it, which is of course the Liverpool song. So it's good from Arsenal's new signing. Yeah, that's quite the interesting story to see that on his Instagram story. A lot of Arsenal fans, understandably, not buzzing. But yeah, Ben White is a 200th appearance today for Arsenal.
Really?
That does stun me as well.
I guess he joined quite a few years ago, didn't he? Brighton.
It's the season before last. I thought it was the start of last season he joined. There's no way he made 200 appearances in not even a season. It must have been before then. But wow, it's been there a while. But yeah. Ten Hag versus Arteta, Manchester United versus Arsenal, and it's live. And it's live. Right, Manchester United will get us underway here at Old Trafford. Paul Tierney blows his whistle, and Man United get us underway. Are they trying to kick it long? They are trying to kick it long.
I hate his new tactic.
I do think that the Old Trafford pitch is absolutely massive. It might just be the camera angle, which seems to be very zoomed out for some reason. But
it's very wide. It's quite narrow.
Maybe
no, sorry, that.
Yeah, it's wide.
It's narrow, isn't it?
Well, it's wide and long. It's not that narrow.
Yeah, it's
just
massive.
Huge.
Like
I think that might just be the angle or the
yeah.
Something like that. But could even be a something they've done on purpose, a purposeful thing to make teams think the pitch is bigger than it is. Make it more of an intimidating ground. Like they do things with the camera. Obviously, they don't control the cameras, but you can put where they stand on a bit of a hill. Not a hill, but you know what I mean.
I think it does help. Obviously, there's different colours.
Ericsson, Martinez. Yeah.
How come that side's line? That side's crosses.
No, the crosses are faint over the other side. Ericsson, this is a nice little dribble from Christian Eriksen. Saliba puts a foot in, but Man United retain possession. Cyril Malacia can't quite get, well, did get the ball in, but it was blocked. Dalot, McTominay, back to Dalot. Trying to open up his body here. Can he get the ball across? He can. It can't fall to anyone though.
Anthony wanted that.
Yeah. Fast start from United, but Jesus is putting Martinez under pressure. He has won the ball back from Lisandro Martinez. And that's a foul from Martinez, surely. It is indeed, and this is a good place for the free kick already.
I don't know how Martinez has lost the ball.
Oh yeah, how did Jesus get the other side of him?
I don't know why he's fouled him.
Man United leading the poll though, going into kick-off. 50% Manchester United, 43% Arsenal, 7% draw. Make sure to have your say if you haven't already.
Stupid. Oh yeah, he's just trod on him. That is stupid from Martinez.
Nowhere near the ball.
And now it's the big chance for Arsenal. But Dalot, what a drive!
I thought he was going to go out wide to Malacia and get him.
Didn't have many options there.
That's a decent little ball with his left foot as well. Certainly not only one-footed there. He's decent with his left, basically. Corner for Arsenal then, 2 minutes in.
Odegaard on the free kick.
Oh, free kick, sorry.
Jesus has now got back to his feet.
Very similar position to our corner would be, obviously.
I think he should go edge here and go to Saka.
Potentially, or go for goal.
Yeah, maybe.
Someone outside is screaming.
Do you know what that was?
It's harrowing. Anyway.
Odegaard over the free kick.
Someone's using a drill. You might have to close the window soon if it's too loud. I don't think it's too bad.
Headed away.
It's out for a frame. I don't think it's too loud. If anyone can hear drilling or electric mechanical noises, please tell us. Yeah. I've chosen a great time to get whack out their drill.
They also wait for the pauses in play when we're not talking.
Yeah. Martinelli. It's Martinelli. Gets the ball in there. Jesus can't quite get there. Odegaard. Xhaka on the edge. Takes it. In his stride, hits it into the head of McTominay.
Touch weren't great.
That is what McTominay's good at, just firming, getting whacked. Saliba, under pressure from Rashford. He's done well there, to be fair, the young French centre-half. Rashford putting pressure on Ramsdale. Ramsdale distribution is not bad at all. Zinchenko brings it down incredibly, though. Running out of options, though, has to go back to Ramsdale. Tried to dribble inside. No space there, though. And United's press is causing Arsenal a few problems early in this game, but they're managing to play out of it so far. Martinelli can't quite win the ball. Dalot's done enough there just to knock him off balance, and he can't win the ball from that clearance from Ramsdale.
He's done really well this season, Dalot.
Yeah, marked improvement in his game since Ten Hag joined, but even last season he was impressive at times, and I think he's definitely refined his skills and he's looking very sharp this campaign. And Anthony, ball out play, tries to flick it over Zinchenko, and this is what we're talking about with his skill set. We know very much a flair player, Anthony, tricky feet, loves a bit of a skill, Samba star. But Zinchenko, Martinelli loses out to Anthony, does then foul Anthony. I initially thought it was a bit harsh, but no, definitely a foul. Well, welcome Nick Nack, great to see you. Yeah, and Chelsea fans saying you might have to miss this Dinamo game because we're playing at 5:45. Yeah, we should be alright. It's not going to be a cracking game.
We're going to miss that. I'm very worried.
We'll of course be live on Tuesday night for the Champions League, but we'll be covering PSG Juventus. So join us from 7:15 for that. So in fact, we will probably catch the last bit of Chelsea Dinamo potentially.
What's that from?
7:15.
7:15.
It's a 5:45 kick-off, so that is only an hour and a half, so we might catch the last 15 minutes on stream. Hopefully Chelsea have it wrapped up by that point. It's not like United versus Young Boys in the Champions League last season. McTominay, Anthony,
Sancho, Dalot, Anthony, Good drive.
It's a good challenge from Gabriel Jesus, who now he can run with the ball. McTominay puts in a brilliant challenge. Jesus goes down, but it's certainly not a foul. He's holding his head though. And McTominay is not happy at all. It does seem to be. It doesn't seem to be faking it though. It does seem to be a genuine head injury. Does not seem to be in a great way, Jesus.
Yeah, United can't be annoyed by that.
No. I think it's then. I think it's head. It either goes head first into the ground or.
Tierney and Gabriel arguing. Gabriel and Bruno arguing, and Paul Tierney's just laughing at them.
But I want to see a replay of that though. So Jesus here driving forward the ball, tries to go past McTominay. McTominay does hit the back of his head on the ground. To be fair, United cannot have any complaints. We have to be careful with head injuries. We've seen the damage that a knock to the head can cause, a blow to the head can cause. Yes, that was a bit of a light free kick.
It's
a drop ball, isn't it?
Never know who the referee is.
At him on Twitter. Here's his handle.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jesus will have to go off for a few seconds, stand on the sidelines, and then be reintroduced to the play.
United will still get the ball.
Is it going to be a drop ball?
No, Zinchenko will kick it back. I'm guessing on Martin.
I thought. It's not an Arsenal play. It's not a United play kicking it back.
Oh no, they'll go drop it. They still go back. Anthony's going to have the ball. There we go.
There's it back to Dallo. And now Jesus has re-entered into the play. And quite smart here, Martinelli pushes on as the striker as Jesus comes on the left. And they just swap round positions momentarily, though Jesus is going to have to come back here because Zinchenko has been caught out. Anthony driving forward. Jesus does very well, to be fair.
A bit of skill here, and he does use a bit of skill.
Goes back to Dallo.
Ball in.
Post Eriksen. I thought Eriksen was sticking that home.
He's got to finish that.
Not far away at all.
Fantastic from Anthony, and that's the skill and flair that we've seen he carries. This is great run here, and then you think, he's got swamped. 2-on-1. He's not getting out. This lovely little flick.
Yeah.
So he tries it once, misses it, tries it again.
It's a lovely flick.
Great ball in from Diogo Dallo. Eriksen just let the finish.
Yeah.
I think he's got to put that.
It's not a bad finish. It's not a bad effort. Sorry.
He kind of came across it to volley it, and then tried to side.
Well, I think he got the defender. I think it was Sambi Lokonga put enough pressure on. I mean, McTominay's just absolutely shoved him to the floor there. We can't have any complaints really. Back level by the way in the poll. 44% Man United, 44% Arsenal. Have your say if you haven't already. Who do you think will win?
Yeah. Sorry, McTominay thinks that's not a foul.
Scott McTominay thinks. Every time we start to think he might be a serious footballer.
Yeah.
Zinchenko tries it quick to Martinelli. Falls to Xhaka. Tries to get it to
Saliba.
Saliba has to finish that. I know he's centre half, but that is a good chance.
We've seen he can hit him as well. Look at the ball go at
yeah.
I thought we
so here they try to catch him out. I think Odegaard, sorry, not Zinchenko, tries to go to Martinelli. Xhaka puts it in there. Jesus tries to catch it, but Saliba's effort forces Saliba. His effort missing the mark. He's tried to. I think he's tried too hard to just leather it in the top corner. He's just hit it low and hard.
All alone.
And he's not even placing it in the top corner. He's trying to leather it into the top corner.
Bruno to Rashford. Rashford delivers.
Dinked ball over the top. Saka's missed it.
Malacia to Eriksen.
Odegaard can't quite get there. Saka can't either. Odegaard then does win it off of Eriksen. He tries to play it forward, but it's cut out by Malacia. Bruno now back to Jadon Sancho.
Great feat from Sancho.
Brilliant. And then McTominay back out wide. Bruno. Eriksen. Malacia. Eriksen. Looking for a run forwards. Finds Rashford. Rashford now back to Eriksen to Sancho.
This is beautiful.
It's lovely football from United, but they need it to result in a chance, and they're stuck in the corner at the moment, surrounded by Arsenal players.
But Sancho's got it out, or he's near.
Eriksen. Bruno.
Yeah, come back round. They've got to come back round.
Malacia. Varane.
They've got Arsenal 11 men
behind the ball,
all parked in their own third.
Dallo, other than Jesus, no, Jesus is even there. Yeah, everyone behind the ball.
This is really good.
Arsenal for deep. Malacia. The problem is, I feel one missed pass and suddenly, yeah.
I think that Arsenal, way at Old Trafford, they might just come in and play counter.
It's almost exact opposite of what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Martinez.
But they managed to get out a little more.
United just can't break them down.
Well,
but now they could.
Room here.
Fernandes. Here is Jadon Sancho on the ball. Can he get a shot away? He does, but Ramsdale has no trouble. It's not a great clearance from Saliba. McTominay, I thought he was going to fully Pele that over about 4 defenders. And then overhead kick it. Top corner. And welcome Imad Adams. Welcome to the stream.
Ericsson. To Malacia. Rashford. Ericsson. To Varane. Dallo.
And it's 17 votes in the poll chat now. 47% think Arsenal will win. 41% think United will win. And 12% think it will end in a draw. Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah, been very impressed with United so far.
Ericsson.
They've done really well.
Tries the ball over the top. Odegaard, though, wins the ball back. Saka slots through Martinelli. Can Dallo get there? Martinelli, and it is 1-0. Martinelli scores. They want a foul. Manchester United, will they get it? This is going to go to VAR, I presume. Odegaard, very aggressive on Ericsson. Nothing being given yet, but United players are complaining to Paul Tierney, and it seems they're talking to VAR. But one ball over the top. Martinelli's in, no mistake with the finish. One of the best finishers, especially amongst young players in the Premier League. Gabriel Martinelli, no mistake. Saka assist. Arsenal lead. Manchester United 1-0. And they are just hoping that this is not given here. So Ericsson on the ball. Odegaard is a little aggressive in the challenge. I don't think that is a foul, in my opinion.
But yeah, great finish from Martinelli.
That's simply physicality.
Oh,
Saka picks it up, slots it through. Martinelli, bearing in on goal, slots it past De Gea, and it's a goal. But we are going to see what VAR think of it. I don't think that's a foul. This would be very harsh. This would be another mistake that we can put in the book, potentially, to talk about on the pod.
Thing gets ruled on.
It's a lovely finish, though. Under pressure from Dallo. De Gea closing off the angle. Ref's going to go and have a little look. I think potentially, if he looks on the monitor, sees it once.
I think he's going to disallow this.
I think it's a foul, personally, but I hope they give the goal. Knick-knack. Interesting thoughts. I don't think it's a foul. I think if we give that as a foul, we're setting a precedent that any kind of contact is a foul instantly.
In the monitors,
he's not shoved him really to the ground. Yes, there's hands on him, but you can put your hands on someone.
Yeah, they're going to get a foul here. I know he's going to get a foul here.
I don't think it's a foul.
I mean, it's the feet, to be fair. The feet I'm looking at, he hasn't got... Odegaard hasn't touched the ball. It's his feet. He trips him out. His feet just there.
I think it's just incredibly harsh.
Doesn't get the ball. It's a 50-50.
The fact that Tierney doesn't give this on the field, if he gives it now...
It's a 50-50. I think he's going to disallow this.
I don't.
I do.
I think he might. I don't know.
I really do.
I guess we'll see. Tierney's still having a lot of looks. Maybe
they should give. They need to give. This is what I mean. It's taking too long. They should give him 1 or 2 of slow angles, then 1 at the normal pace of the game. He's going to disallow it, isn't he? Yeah, he disallowed it.
Wait. Okay, it's disallowed. No, it's going. I was going to say he pointed that way.
Oh no, it's a goal.
No, it's ruled off.
Yeah, I was going to say. I didn't think it was.
It's ruled off. Tierney's given it as a foul. Arsenal players are not happy. United will rejoice. Was there any contact? It looks like a dive. There certainly was contact, but that is a very, very harsh decision. And again, VAR comes into question there. Tierney goes against his own on-field decision there, which I find interesting. I personally don't think that was a foul. But
it's a 50-50.
United's bacon is saved because, yeah, they put the press on, they got a goal, ruled out by VAR. Potentially the 4th time VAR has made a massive mistake this weekend, and it's if Arsenal go on to lose this, or draw, or lose by a 1-goal margin, or draw, then potentially again another game where someone's robbed by VAR. We've seen it happen to West Ham, and I'm a Chelsea fan, but we try to be neutral, and that goal should have stood. We saw it with Newcastle Palace. We saw it with Brighton earlier. Lucky that didn't affect
the time limit on VAR decisions, because I think that the longer that a ref looks at it, the more chance there is to change their decision. Because I think the longer you look at something, the more you look at it, you're going to go, yeah, actually, I might be wrong here.
But equally, the longer you look at something, the more likely you are to see anything that maybe you don't notice on a first glance.
I know, but I also don't like what I hate it. I absolutely hate. I think it should just be VAR should look at it once and go, yeah, just go to the monitor. Because I hate the fact that VAR look at it themselves for about a minute, then they tell the referee to go to the monitor, and he stands there for about 2-3 minutes. It's just wasting time. Just wasting time.
Yeah. Do we need a bit before? Should it not just be if I think potentially the captains have a review system?
Like cricket.
Because talking about the Brighton goal earlier, not a single Leicester player was even protesting that it was offside or anything of the sort. But then the goals stood. So maybe the captain should have that choice. So United would go there, let's have a review. But they know they've only got 2 others. So maybe it would stop just every goal being ruled out. For minor cricket, offsides.
They should have...
Because you wouldn't want to risk it in case you weren't right.
Each captain should have reviews, but also the referee should have reviews as well. So the referee sees a decision and goes, I'm not sure about that one.
I still think the referee's making decisions anyway on the pitch. I think unless... Because if it's a questionable decision, the captain's going to choose to overturn it anyway. And I think the captains then could use it for decisions like yellow cards and on tackles and checking that if they should be reds or not.
Yeah.
And free kicks and stuff. Foul given there against Jesus. The ball does strike his hand.
They have to find a way to fix it because they can't get rid of it now.
There's no point getting rid of it. But I do feel that people criticise it, but there is still going to be human error. It's not an automatic system. It's not going to cut out every single wrong decision. Human error will exist in football, and I think that's just something that has to be accepted. Yes, it's very frustrating, but no VAR doesn't fix that. It's just, I guess the only thing is that it makes it less frustrating because it's not like, they've seen it more than once.
I think people forget that it works 2 ways. That you get unlucky sometimes, but you do get lucky as well.
Just like before VAR. Chelsea, robbed against Tottenham, very lucky against West Ham.
And West Ham, you can say they were robbed at Chelsea, but I'm sure if you look over another game, either last year or this year, you could probably say they got.
And of course, teams will get more lucky or unlucky than others and stuff like that. But that's pure luck. It's got nothing to do with favouritism or VAR or anything like that. It's just luck. It's the same as referees making terrible calls. It will happen just as often as VAR for officials making terrible calls.
And obviously, it's randomised what ref you get. It's randomised what VAR official you get, and it's going to vary with each ref.
And I do think the standing of officiating is low though.
Yeah. Because they're brought in new refs who just can't control the games.
My fantasy team is furious that goal's been ruled off as well. A lovely goal and assist.
But anyway, Arsenal corner. This game is obviously, I still think we've got goals in this game.
Saka. It's a good delivery. Jesus. Header strikes the side netting.
Where goal we saw was one again. Everton. It's another one.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
Milner was playing Cody on. They didn't check that. That's where the human error comes in. Hope if they could develop an automatic system that would go right. Look at the furthest player in red.
Well, they will for the World Cup. Yeah. There's going to be presumably I think it's that there's a tracker in the ball.
Either
that can then obviously work out where on the pitch it is. So it's much easier.
Then they can just go, right, this ball tracker is here, this is the line we're looking for.
So I think they should stick it in the. I think they should also stick a tracker in the end of every footballer's boots or on the boots.
Because that's what it should be judged. It should be judged to the boot, not to the shoulder. I hate the fact because you can't score with your shoulder. That's the thing I don't understand. You can be offside by a shoulder, but you can't score with your shoulder.
Or your head. Even a head. It's like unless you use the head to score. And it's the head that's offside. Should it really be like the goal for Everton?
Anyway, we're kind of ruining our podcast.
It's alright. Everyone will watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, please.
But 20 minutes ago, this game is obviously still.
Last week's podcast didn't get up for views. Please watch and listen. Lissandro Martinez goes to Sancho. Eriksen, Sancho, Bruno tries to flick around the corner to Eriksen. Saliba clears. Jesus against Varane. Arsenal have possession. Odegaard. Martinelli just pushes him. Now, if United go on to score, should be ruled out.
That's the other thing.
Zinchenko, Martinelli.
Work two ways. So goal can be ruled out if you
Zinchenko.
foul someone, but say you score from a set piece or a free kick, should it not be that you have to go back and review if it was a free kick or not?
Would it just be easier if we get rid of the offside rule?
No.
What purpose does the offside rule?
Stops players from standing on the penalty area, doesn't it?
No team's going to play like that. If you've got a player stood in the opposition area,
and he cuts in very well,
you're having a mare. There's no way your team is going to do well because you've got one less player defending. You've got one less player pressing. So no one's doing that. Maybe back in the day when you could get away with that in the Premier League, that's not happening now. Is the offside rule something that should be questioned?
I don't know.
I think personally that it's becoming somewhat obsolete.
Problem is, they've ruined it because they put in VAR.
Yeah.
Because now the problem is they can't get rid of it because then every decision that's wrong, they'll go, we need VAR, we need VAR, we need VAR.
Like very few
That's
teams.
in football. There's no middle ground. Either everyone hates VAR when it's here, but as soon as we get rid of it, everyone will want it.
Very few teams can play super deep and then just hit balls over the top, and they're going to do that anyway because it's a counter attack. They're not going to be offside because they wouldn't have reached the halfway line yet in that scenario. So I can't really.
Or VAR should
I don't
check
see the point in offside
so
anymore.
VAR shouldn't, they shouldn't have to go back and check fouls. That's the referee's decision.
Jesus goes to Saka, can't
VAR
get to Saka.
only dealt with yellow and red cards and offsides.
Offside's the only thing VAR actually gets right. I'd disagree, Nick Nack. If you look at some of the VAR decisions this weekend, the Everton game, the Brighton game.
Yeah.
There's two glaring examples, and fouls as well, of course, the West Ham and this one.
I think VAR should only check offside, yellow and red cards. I think they should check fouls because that's
when they build up to goals.
That's the referee's decision.
Ramsdale. White tries to flick it on.
I don't know.
Odegaard.
It's hard to call because
I think they should be given more leeway in certain fouls.
I think it will get better. I think it will be developed.
Like the level of aggression should be something. Because you could, much as you say, that's very hard to dictate.
Check
someone
on the player.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen McTominay absolutely throw someone to the ground. That's a foul. What Odegaard did on Eriksen, where he just is very physical, but it's not like he throws him to the ground. He manhandles him a little bit, but not even that. To be fair, it's just he pushes him off the ball.
Yeah.
Agree, offside and red cards at all VAR needs to do.
Offside, red card, yellow cards.
Yeah.
And by yellow cards, I mean second yellows. Because they can't even do that now. They can only check straight reds, I believe. They can't check double yellows.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Which is mental. So I think it should just be second yellows, reds, and offsides. They shouldn't, because fouls are what. Oh, hang on, Odegaard, Saka. Oh, rest there's no penalty.
Obviously, he's fallen over the ball, Paul Tierney. Saliba goes in a bit high against Sanchez. That's going to be a yellow card, surely.
I think he's lucky he got that with his knee because his foot is off.
That's not red.
That's what I'm saying. If he was going with his foot that high, he's off.
It is his foot.
But he went out with his knee. Oh, we barely caught him. He barely touched him, actually.
No, it was a high foot into the shin. I'll stud you in the shin.
And they're going to replay this saying it's a penalty. He died. That's a that should.
No, he falls over the ball.
He's already.
If he's not protesting for a penalty.
Yeah, no, but he's already falling before he hit the ball.
Oh look.
No, he's already falling.
Oh, he's not.
He was.
He's not falling.
He was. He lost his balance.
Yeah, you can lose your balance, but he's not like protesting for a penalty, is he?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying he saw no before he hit the ball.
Laith, welcome to the stream. Hello, party people. Why your channel grew so much? Almost 1,000 subs. Almost 1,000 subs indeed. 830 at the time of speaking. So that's absolute, spot on. It's been a little while since we've seen you, Laith, but welcome back.
Yeah.
And Nick, we've had a very good last few months.
Nick Nack, you're an Arsenal fan. No. Gabriel into Jesus. He's done really well at Jesus. No advantage play from Paul Tierney.
Odegaard goes to Xhaka.
Oh my!
I mean, Right, I was going to say, Anthony's just two-footed. McTominay's just got up like nothing happened.
Well, yeah,
McTominay, Samuel Lukonga, good challenge. Can Martinelli keep it on? He has. He's done superbly to keep it on. I don't know what Dalot's complaining about. I'll be applauding.
And they don't have to stop the game because Bruno's not a head injury. It's just his...
How was your summer? It's been fantastic, Lath. It's been a really nice summer. We've seen some brilliant football games. Of course, had the Women's Euros. Now we've got the Premier League season. We've got Champions League next week.
Bruno's down here. United kick the ball out so he can get some treatment and he can get straight back up. Sorry, you wait till United kick the ball out to then get up.
Yeah.
I don't mean. Sorry. He's gone down on his calf. He hasn't touched his calf.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's whoever's playing Man U. Okay, knick-knack.
That's good. Bruno is down. He's got treatment for his calf. From the replay, I think Lukonga touched him. So, unless he did something landing. Was it here?
He definitely touched him.
Yeah, I think that angle's better. He just grazed his calf.
That's not foul, but wow.
Gary Neville Collins put on a red card.
21 votes in the poll and chat. 43% Manchester United, 43% Arsenal, 14% going for a draw. He thinks it should be a yellow potentially, I guess.
Yeah.
As you can obviously see, I took a big break from football for tennis, but after the US Open is done, tennis will be done for the year, so here I am. Well, welcome back, Lath.
Yeah.
Of course, Tottenham doing pretty well at the moment.
Bruno's fine, he's going to walk back on. Does he not have to wait until the game's playing? So that other thing, you have to wait until the game was in play.
If the game is stopped for your injury.
I didn't write they play. Oh no, they haven't played.
The game wasn't stopped for his injury, was it?
Oh yeah.
Stopped because the ball went out of play.
Okay, true. I forgot that.
TFC start live streaming some Chelsea games. Maybe if Chelsea play some good teams. The only reason we were going to do the Tottenham one, but that of course was too hot that day, so we had to cancel that stream. And thank God we did, because the studio was already boiling hot. And if I was going to say, we'd have literally been an oven if we'd watched that game on live. We will definitely do some Chelsea games. They've got Fulham coming up, but we won't be live then. We're doing City Tottenham next weekend. The Chelsea Liverpool game we'll definitely do though, and maybe Chelsea Milan.
Yeah.
Depending on where everyone is in the groups and stuff.
McTominay's lost out to Odegaard, and then Eriksen will be back. Arsenal throw.
We know we're certainly doing PSG, Juve, and then into Bayern, but then we'll kind of work out from there what games we're going to cover in terms of like the groups and how everything's panning out.
Zinchenko and Martin.
That's a Xhaka. Zinchenko. Terrible ball. Under pressure from Anthony. He kicks it out of play. Almost passes it to Ten Hag.
Oh no. 2-3 crop.
That's a terrible song.
Arteta means Mars. Do you not? I don't understand this anymore. Do you not have to be in your technical area? Because Arteta's standing on the pitch.
Did you see what Bradford said?
Yeah.
About the Jesse Marsh. Yeah,
he
tweeted out he's not been in his technical area. He's spent the whole game on the pitch. Now he's going to spend the rest of it in the stands.
He does have a temper, and that was a horrid game for Leeds.
I like Jesse Marsh though. He's a really good young coach, and I like his passion.
It wasn't after the Brentford game. It was after the. What was the game for Brentford? Brighton. Did they win that one? They won that one, didn't they? They beat Brighton.
No, they lost to Brighton, I think. Brighton didn't lose till Fulham.
Brendan Aronson's post-match interview, he said that today proved that Americans can play football.
The Chelsea game.
Oh, it might have been, that's too fair. Oh, is Martinelli? Probably was, because, we got battered.
And he scored his first goal.
Martinelli...
Haya puts it out. I was not expecting that yet. You are Tuchel out. Chelsea playing some horrible football despite winning enough to buy a Premier League club. I'm not Tuchel out at all. I think he needs to be given time. I would say, however, though, unless things drastically improve between now and the World Cup, then there needs to be consideration then. But until we're out of the Champions League...
why?
I'm going to give him time, because there's a lot of changes to the personnel.
Fulham this Saturday is a must win.
I think, as much as we've added a lot of players, Tuchel should definitely not be in charge of transfers and stuff.
But again, this is what I mean.
Or solely in charge. He needs someone to help him with that.
We're ahead of Liverpool, but I don't see anyone asking the question of Klopp out.
Yeah.
But,
despite the fact I'd even argue Liverpool could be on less points. I think they deserve to lose that Palace game.
Yeah.
And maybe the Fulham game as well.
We should have drawn to West Ham, but
equally we should have beaten Tottenham.
Yeah.
When we drew that game. So, swings and roundabouts, isn't it? What goes around comes around. West Ham very unfortunate this season, but
they'll probably get some
they've also been very poor
exactly.
this season.
And they'll probably end up getting some fortune somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Here's Xhaka, Arsenal just turning up the pressure a bit on United.
Odegaard.
Saka.
Tries to go back to Odegaard. Odegaard not really aware of it. Saliba takes it in a stride. Odegaard. Could look like he wanted to ping a shot away there. Jesus, they've got us United on the back foot now. They're struggling to break him down. United are doing very good. They've got about 10 men behind the ball.
Odegaard on the edge. He does use Odegaard on the edge.
And Arsenal slowly breaking into that penalty area. Martinelli! What a save. Jesus tries to divert it goalwards. Malacia gets it gone though. And now United could spring a counter, but no. Martinez is down holding his head.
Yeah. Good save. Really good
save.
And
Jesus is laughing about it, Tim. Yeah. Klopp was a worse team and spent way less than Tuchel. But yes, I think Klopp should leave and save his legacy. I think Klopp, should have gone at the end of... You want to leave on a high, don't you, though? That's the thing. Maybe last season they win the FA Cup. Could that have been the high? But the thing is, they lost the Champions League. You can't go out on a Champions League loss.
Just on the managers, I think we're only 6 games into a Premier League season. Both teams have had tough games. I think it's there's still a while to go.
Also, you say Liverpool haven't invested. Yeah, they've not invested as much, but I don't think there was as much to do. And I definitely think, other than in midfield, Liverpool have a much stronger team than Chelsea. Not only that, but they know their team. It's took years to build up. Chelsea, the Tuchel project starts now. He didn't get in the signings he wanted last summer. He got Saul, who he didn't want. He got Lukaku when he wanted Haaland. That's not the same profile of player at all. Look at how Haaland's been in the Premier League. 10 goals in 6 games?
Yeah.
I believe it is. Lukaku scored about 6 all year.
But I think
not only that, but they're incredibly different profiles, as I say.
We've still got a couple of games to judge. Obviously, Chelsea still yet to Fofana look good. Still yet to see Aubameyang. Obviously, he should be.
I don't think we know our best formation, but once we do, I think we'll be all right. We've got good personnel now.
Obviously, Liverpool have still got Arteta to come back.
Havertz's tough start of the season. I think scoring at the weekend though could change his fortune. I think the fact that Broy's not been given a start yet is a disgrace, considering how poor our other attackers have been. Pulisic was no better.
Just Chilwell getting goal and assist, maybe push him into contention.
I would start him. I think Cucurella is fantastic, but he's not ready to be a left wing back. He's not attacking enough. He needs time on the sidelines watching how Chilwell plays. Similar to how Chilwell came in, had time on the sidelines and watched Marcus Alonso. Of course, Marcus Alonso, no, he's not the best defensive player,
going forward,
but he is the best left wing back in terms of pushing
Chilwell
forwards.
Already had it defensively. You just need to know
exactly, and Cucurella's got the same. He's not a wing back. He can definitely learn those skills because we've seen he's a good finisher. He's a fantastic crosser, but he doesn't take up exact same positions that a wing back needs to take up. He tries some skills there, but I didn't really achieve much.
Middle of the park, middle of the road.
Yeah.
Since the goal got disallowed, it's just been flat.
Just realised my prediction of Haaland. He's scoring 3 goals in the mud. He's done that in 2 games. Twice. He scored 3 goals in a match.
I think I said he'd get 15. He's already got 9, 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that is advantage played. Here's Rashford. He
goes that wide. Anthony
on debut. He
has scored. It's a brilliant finish from Anthony. The debutant has done it for Manchester United. It's a very good finish.
What a finish.
I did not think he would start today. He has started and he has scored. A fantastic finish, and what a way to announce yourself on your debut by scoring against Arsenal, unbeaten Arsenal. Wow.
That is a massive goal.
Well done, Anthony.
And
Anthony and Martinez rejoice. Of course, both joined from Ajax this summer. They've achieved their dream of joining one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League.
The call from Paul Tierney to play advantage here.
Yeah.
Because look, the whole Arsenal team stops. Everyone from Arsenal stops.
Yeah. He's not off.
He's on. Anthony's on. And what a finish that is.
Brilliant finish.
That is an elite finish.
And this shows our quick counter-attack. Gabriel spending too much time complaining to the ref.
What a finish. What a finish that is.
He scores.
That's why I benched Zinchenko. Come on.
Alex, Arsenal fan. Hard times, mate. Apologies for not saying hi. I did see you message, so I completely forgot to say hi. But yeah, welcome. Were you happy with the Cucurella signing? 100%. Very good addition.
But
I think long term he's better than Chilwell, but wow.
Additions.
100 mil, he's made his mark instantly. Were you saying that was a tap-in? It's not a tap-in. It's a fantastic finish. I think the definition of tap-in needs to be
tap-in?
worked on.
Tap-in is like when you've got an open goal from...
It was when Haaland headed it in from about a metre against... Who was it? Nottingham Forest? Not even a metre, sorry. Literally on the goal line. Couldn't miss from there.
The Kane one was a tap.
You certainly can miss from there. Ramsdale's a very good goalkeeper.
I think
there's many times people slot it past the post.
Just like that, we hate Man United, but you can't. I think you can't argue that's a good finish.
Bearing in on goal, slots it past the keeper. The nonchalance around her as well.
Still adds in check. I think there's just a couple angry.
Certainly not a tap-in.
Man United haters.
Yes.
But yeah.
Nobody wants to see Man United on one.
Assist for Rashford. As well, through the middle again, he looks like
good goal. Yeah, Chelsea fair. Even Ronaldo looks happy. Genuinely, I think that's the first time I've seen him smile this year. For Richarlison, that's a tap-in. Did you see his performance, by the way?
He was rubbish.
I mean,
the
way he scored and it took a shot and it was ruled out.
He scored a last-minute winner and he only made it 3-1. Only for he ruled off and get.
He played well. I don't doubt that, but I mean, it's about his fourth game, not his debut. Not 37 minutes into his debut. On top of that, the fact that Richarlison couldn't even make his debut on the opening day because he was
suspended.
Flares.
Says it all, really.
I think Richarlison's a fine player. I just don't like him. That's the problem. Anthony is a very similar player, but he's likeable, a bit more likeable than Richarlison. And I think he's more fun to watch. Richarlison's just a frustration if you're playing against him because of the way he plays. Anthony is majestic.
Yeah.
And as much as you hate that he plays for Manchester United, he's an exciting player to watch.
This game is far from over. Arsenal still going to come back in this game.
I was just wondering how we'll get into the team. Easily, sorry.
Rashford does look like play.
Yeah, Rashford looks good, but that's how he gets into the team.
How's it go? It's round. Oh my god, he was on goal from Martinez.
Or Varane, both pinballed off.
Yeah, Chelsea, you're exactly right. This is now the test for Arsenal.
Saka turns. It comes off Bruno and then Varane.
Arsenal come back from losing against Fulham.
Yeah.
Can they do it against United? It's a much tougher test.
It's a litmus test for Arsenal.
City will be sitting here laughing.
Lokonga. Sorry, Sambi. McTominay, nice turn. Rashford, sorry.
Great.
Driving forward with purpose and power. Saliba does well.
Take it, Gabriel got
Sambi goes out wide. Here's Odegaard. Turns. Nice ball. Back in to Lokonga. Goes to Xhaka. Zinchenko attacking with numbers now. He's got Martinelli wider. Goes to Martinelli. Tries to hit the ball in his stride and can't. And Dalot will hack that clear.
Only as far as Gabriel though. Oh, but Rashford's done super.
Anthony now. With the ball at his feet. Has Rashford with him.
End to end stuff.
Tried to play it and it has not come off. It's going to be
United
free, yeah, of course. Came up an Arsenal player. 22 votes in the poll in the chat. 45% backing Manchester United, 41% backing Arsenal, 14% stating that the game will end a draw.
Interesting, very, very interesting. Yeah, there's still a long way. 6 minutes to the end of the first half, and there's still a long way to go.
By the way, that's why Zinchenko will never be a good left back. He's certainly a good left back, but defensively he's not as good as I'd say a Kieran Tierney.
No.
But Zinchenko, I guess, can be that backup to Odegaard. If they played with a 3 in midfield, I think he could definitely start in that 3.
Yeah.
I think a pivot, though, with Zinchenko in does leave him a little bit exposed.
I probably think Zinchenko's maybe a little better. He's just kind of...
He's certainly very good again to be more attacking, but if you're going more defensive, then Kieran Tierney should be starting.
Which is why Zinchenko looked perfect against Bournemouth.
Odegaard. Turns back, trying to get the ball through. Odegaard needs to get the ball in there, just cannot. They can't squeeze it past them and create a clear opportunity.
Xhaka,
it's just not fallen to anyone yet.
They left it for each other.
Yeah, Gabriel versus Rashford. Rashford managed to lay it off to Dalot. Dalot turns not into trouble. I thought he might get caught out there by Martinelli, but he's not.
Bruno
tries to be a bit too skillful, loses possession, and then can't
cost
quite...
themselves here because United didn't kick the ball out for Rashford.
Martinelli.
Now they've lost it. Rashford is still down.
Kicked it at Odegaard. Dallo, sorry, trying to get it to Odegaard. Rashford, Anthony.
Oh, it's just superb.
Bruno fouled by Xhaka. Sorry, Martinelli.
Again.
Let's just get mixed up so quickly. Do you think Arsenal are title challengers? Because I do actually. I think Arsenal are very much up there.
But this is a costly. This would be a costly.
I was going to say they need to win today though, because
if they win today, they go 4 points to clean. Suddenly they're like,
but if not, they're only a point ahead, and I think City make that up easily when they play them twice. So. As much as City have looked shaky at times, you have to keep putting the pressure on City.
Gabriel, it's just a physical match between both of them. I don't quite see where he gets injured there.
No. Even nutmeg Xhaka, so bonus points.
He's gone down as his ribs. His hip, or something like that.
And welcome to the stream. Sabello Kunene. I think I put that wrong. Right, sorry. Probably got it wrong.
Yeah.
Kunene. Please tell us how to pronounce it, Sabello, but welcome to the stream. I could be pronouncing the Sabello bit wrong as well. Apologies if I have got your name wrong. I hope I haven't. And welcome to the stream regardless.
4 minutes to go.
Yeah, United and Arsenal fans get involved and general fans as well. What did you think of the first half so far? Of course, we have still got 4 minutes, but we do need stuff to talk about at half. Sure, leave it till half time. But yeah.
Rashford's going to come back on after a little trip on from the physio.
Yeah.
United.
Dallo.
That
try to switch it to Sancho.
Good ball.
Ball goes out.
Sancho can't keep it in.
3 minutes to go in the half.
United just be happy to see us out. They're really, really happy just to let this game run. Arsenal will want to equalise before the end of the half. We know we've got a bit of additional time due to the VAR check, and Arsenal we've seen quite a few injuries to several players from both sides. So.
Tottenham versus Man City will be a good game next week. I would disagree. I think City will absolutely roll them over, but equally, I thought that the last 2 times they've played and Tottenham have given a good fight, so I'm prepared to be shocked, but I do think City will roll them over. I think Tottenham have not looked great. I know they've won every game apart from the Chelsea game, which they deserve to lose, but they've not looked the better side in many of the games they've played this season.
It'll be the game where Tottenham either prove they're right up there for the title, or City prove that they're still in it, they're very much in it, and Tottenham are not there.
Yeah.
So that'll go to one of 2 ways. Tottenham. It's up to Tottenham basically.
Gabriel.
It'll be the game where Tottenham prove whether they're title challengers or not.
Sambi Lokonga into Odegaard. Odegaard goes back to Saliba. Still a minute and a half. I could definitely see Arsenal getting a goal still. Zinchenko. Odegaard. Jesus. Odegaard. They're coming forward with purpose now, Arsenal. Ben White. Odegaard. Seems to be everyone and then Odegaard at the moment. Odegaard into Saka. Saka. Nice turn. Shot. High and wide.
That is
rising and still rising.
Man of a front 4 or 5.
Frustrated.
Looking for shots, looking for chances. They wanted something there, but that's gone.
I feel Arsenal do have a right to feel hard done by. The goal being ruled out, I think, was unfair. I think that was not a foul.
I do think, though, and this is the difference between City and every other team, is that City can go 2-0 down to Palace, they can go 3-1 down to Newcastle, and they bounce back. You know, they can, and the same with, and I noticed Liverpool and Arsenal noticed it with especially.
Yeah.
Is that when they don't break down a team, they get frustrated, and then suddenly Liverpool are proving it against Palace, and then against Everton.
That's the thing. I think City can break down anyone, and that's what makes them different.
Yeah, exactly. City don't drop points to the little teams.
But they do. Newcastle and who they play at the weekend? Villa. Very, very small team they drew with there. So Newcastle very good side. Villa decent team on paper, but been very much out of form.
This is what I mean though. Where does City pick up their points? Because if you just demonstrate they lose the little teams, but they also lose the big teams.
Beat Palace 4-2.
That's the thing. I think there's a lot of City games that feel like they've lost.
Beat Bournemouth 4-0.
3 minutes at a time.
Beat Forest 6-0. They've not had a test yet, I'd say though. Tottenham could be a test. Depends on whether Tottenham can play like they did against City last season or play like they have so far this season.
Bother turning that.
Because Chelsea have not looked good, and Chelsea made Tottenham look absolutely.
To be fair, it doesn't really matter saying
horrific.
There's no atmosphere in any of the stadiums.
But Tottenham do create a bit of an atmosphere now, has to be said.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll affect City.
The more of them that are talking quietly, it's going to create more of a big hush. Tottenham versus Man City will be a good game. It'll still be a good game. I think it's a big game. I don't think it'll be a good game. I think if City win 5-0, if no one's going, it's a good game. Well, it's a good game to watch, but I don't think it's a good matchup. Though I guess you could say it's a good game, though, to be fair. But I don't think Tottenham will give City a challenge next week.
Odegaard.
It depends on who rests more after the Champions League, and for the Champions League, of course, we do have UCL back-to-back weeks, which is going to become quite a customary, obviously, with the World Cup in November. So we've got, I think, back-to-back, 1 week off, back-to-back, 1 week off, back-to-back, I believe, is how the Champions League is working. But I think there's an international break in the middle as well, potentially. After the 2 Champions League weeks, then we have a week off, and then the international break. And back with like UCL and stuff after that. So we've still got two additional minutes of the 3 to play.
Well, 1 now. Anthony Ramsdale off his line. Anthony has a go. Ramsdale can claim.
Forces a decent claim out from Ramsdale though. I've been impressed by Anthony. We always beat them. I know, but I think it's impossible to say that Tottenham will, but they could pull off the surprise, is what I'm saying. I just think if you look at both teams right now, City roll them over. Absolutely roll them over. Haaland scores a hat-trick, Foden scores, Bernardo scores, and it's 5-0. That's my current prediction at the moment, and I'll stick with that all the way to match day, I think.
Until they all get injured.
Yeah, of course, if something happens in the midweek, like Haaland gets injured, or we see Tottenham absolutely demolish a Marseille side, and maybe City struggle to break down Sevilla. In which case, then maybe my prediction will change. But unless of any extreme circumstances, I'm sticking with my 5-0 for now.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a bold one, but yeah. Every time Jesus gets the ball, Man United decide to foul Jesus. Well, they're just not. That's exactly what they got to do. You can't allow him to have any time on the ball. If not, he will unlock your defence potentially, or use one of the other players in this Arsenal side to unlock your defence. Gabriel
falls to Odegaard.
Tries a little dink over the top to Martinelli, and that's brilliant defending again from Dalot. And referee calls time on the first half. Tottenham are better than City. We have the same number of points, and they are weak defensively. But I don't think you should have. Yes, City have dropped points twice, but Tottenham don't look good in their wins. 1-0 against Wolves. I think Wolves look the better side over the 90. What other games have Tottenham played? Can't really remember them now, the Tottenham games. Let me get up Tottenham's fixtures this season. I've just not been impressed at all when watching Tottenham. The 2-1 win against Fulham yesterday. Yeah, they scored twice, but Fulham are no massive club, and they managed to score twice. They managed to score against them. Tottenham's games this season. Who else they played? So Fulham, as I say, Fulham last time out, scraped by. West Ham they drew to, who have not looked good by any stretch, but they really struggled to break them down. Forest was a 2-0 win, but Forest lost 6-0 to Man City. They should be better than by more. 1-0 against Wolves, unconvincing in that one, and they should have lost to Chelsea 2-2. Anthony Taylor absolutely bailed him out there. And then 4-1 against Southampton was a good convincing result. I just think with Son out of form, I can't see them winning. As much as Kane's been the main orchestrator of their last 2 wins, I just think without Son in form, there's no way Tottenham beat Man City. But equally, I didn't think last time that Tottenham beat City that would happen. So I'm ready to be proven wrong. I think it should be a decent matchup, maybe. But if it goes the way I'm predicting it, Tottenham will batter them. But yeah. Anything to talk about half time then? What are we saying, chat? You can go cry, does not matter if we lose. You don't have to be impressed for us to be good. We are a real club, unlike City, who have criminals for owners. Own. Okay, Lath. Well, regardless, I think City will beat Tottenham. And I think Tottenham will probably be knocked out quarters of the Champions League. I think they can go far, but I think they'll probably be knocked out. I don't think Tottenham will win a trophy. Potentially a Carabao Cup. I don't know. I don't think they will. World Cup, yeah. Kane's going to be a main man for England. I think they go all the way. Son, if Korea go anywhere, I believe they're at the World Cup, aren't they? South Korea. If they are, then Son's going to be the only. For the flair for them, that is the most influential, of course. But yeah, I'm sorry, TFC. My battery died. That's why I left. It's all right. Josh35, welcome back. I think Harry is joining us. I can see him doing stretches in the reflection of the door. But yeah, I'll be back in a moment. But yeah, and then, so it's, 6 games into the Premier League season. Barring this result, we can't really talk about that finishing yet. I want to have a quick look at the table. I think Arsenal's still in a good spot. I'm worried, though, that City will just outpace teams now for the rest of the season and then eventually be ahead of them come the end. Brighton, I think they genuinely can get Europe. Liverpool I've not been impressed with. West Ham, who were obviously the natural European contenders after their last 2 seasons, have been piss poor again to start this campaign. Last season it was, or the season before, it's been great start, terrible end. This season, 4 points from 6 games. Interesting, especially since I think they'll only get worse as they don't have much depth. So if injuries happen, which you'd think they're going to have at least 1 or 2 injuries this season, I think potentially this could be a shock relegation for West Ham. I think that's a bold statement, but they've been so shocking so far. And 1 injury for a Declan Rice or a Jared Bowen, or if Scamacca doesn't hit the ground running and Antonio has another dry patch, I think one player missing, 1 injury, and you've got a massive problem for West Ham. And I think considering they've also got Europe this year, and I think they'll go deep. The other 2 cup competitions you've got the World Cup coming up, where a lot of West Ham players will be going. Compared to the teams they're going to be fighting around them in the table, I just think this could be a very, very difficult campaign for West Ham, potentially even relegation.
I think Leicester.
Which I think's mental. You reckon?
I think the big game for Leicester is the.
I don't think Rodgers will see the January window.
I think the big game for Leicester is the El Sakiko this weekend. Leicester Villa. I think Gerrard saved himself because he's got a point, and it annoys me. I bet we'll give him till January. We'll give him the January chance.
I don't know if they will. I think Villa will step in quicker than that. They're a club that have high aspirations. If Villa aren't top 15 at least.
No, sorry, I want top 10.
No, of course, but
top 12.
By start of October, if they're in the bottom 5, Gerrard's going for me.
I mean, we won't have stupid linesman and ref.
Leicester need to sack him. Brendan Rodgers. He's not got any investment this year. He's lost his best player in Wesley Fofana. Vardy seems a little past it this campaign. I know he scored against Chelsea, but everyone's scored against Chelsea this year.
I think Bournemouth and Leicester are nailed on going down, and then it'll be between Forest, West Ham, Southampton.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna take a few minutes if that's all right. I could do with Saturday, and then I'll be back. And we'll discuss the game, the first half we've watched, and the second half coming up. I'll leave you with the comment: Villa are terrible from Leith.
Right, let's have a look at it.
And then when I get back, we'll talk about Man United.
Villa proved last night they are not terrible. No one was expecting that draw, that game to happen, that game to unfold the way it did. Villa should have got the 3 points. Obviously, that Coutinho goal that was onside, but was ruled off. I think. Yeah, Villa, it was a very good performance against Man City. Whether that's a one-off performance, whether that's going to stick, who knows. But hopefully, for Villa's sake, it does. They just showed a lot more character and fight, and that's the difference. They've looked, Villa just looked like they lacked a bit of care in their first few games. But hopefully, that is now all fixed. Cheers, fans. That's go. Now's how they catch you all later. Thanks, Nick Knack, for hopping in. Guess we'll see you in the next stream, hopefully on Tuesday, if not whenever next. So thanks for hopping in. Reading that by Nick. See you Nick Knack. Once again, thanks for hopping in and giving your. I like your thoughts on VAR. Very very true. But yes, make sure that everyone. I don't know what Jack said already, but make sure to get your first half thoughts in the comments. In terms of the first half, from me, we're looking at now Arsenal very, very hard done by to have that opening goal ruled off. And then obviously now leading at the break, it was a Jadon Anthony goal. It was a good finish from Anthony. United have shown moments, very, very good moments of promise, and they look really sharp. They look lively, they look up for the fight. And Arsenal look good, but this is going to be their big test now. Arsenal have not been tested that much this season, and whether they can bounce back from this is massive. Because if Arsenal pull this back and win this game 2-1, 3-1, that is phenomenal. And we're all going to be sitting here going, yeah, they're title challengers. If they lose tonight, we're going to be questioning them. Because if they go 1-0, they just lack. Arsenal look like they lack a lot at the moment. Defensively, they've had errors. I mean, Zinchenko hasn't looked great. Saliba's been booked. Gabriel has looked shaky. Not too much to say on Ben White. Going forward as well, they look lacklustre. And it's really strange for me to say that of an Arsenal side that's formidable in front of goal, but they just don't know they've got anything. They can't create anything. I think the succession of tough tackles from United is stopping them getting in their flow, into their rhythm. It'd be really interesting how the second half goes. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this all plays out. Because the Arsenal will be going for the goal, United will be defending this lead. Really interesting how this game plays out. Whew. In terms of first half changes, I don't expect to see any. I think both teams will stay as they are. I think Ten Hag will be very impressed. I think Arteta will be very disappointed. So, it's very opposite ends, opposite emotions, opposite ends of the spectrum. Arsenal will be very disappointed, very unhappy with that first half performance. I want to change it. United will be very, very happy with that performance, and they want to keep playing the way they're playing and see if they can hold on to these 3 points. Because if they can get these 3 points, it's a massive, massive game for them to win. And for Arsenal, it'll be a very costly one to lose. You return. Hello. Mm-hmm. We are not too far away now from start of the second half, and hopefully to what a massive second half it should be. Just so if I think Arsenal will equalise, I think it's very likely, but whether that will be the only goal we see, who knows? Could we see more? Could United get a second? Could Arsenal win the game? Who
Arsenal
knows?
Will win.
You think Arsenal are going to win?
It's my prediction from here on out.
I think Arsenal will score, but I don't think they'll win.
Ooh, a draw or a Man United win? What are you thinking? Is it going to be 1-1, 2-1, 2-2?
2-1 United, I think. Okay. Maybe a 3-2, maybe a 3-1.
I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal, I think. Everyone in chat, predictions are in. Who's winning? No, I genuinely just think Arsenal are too good. I think they will eventually break this Man United team down. We've seen them do it once already. All it takes is one player in the Man United midfield just holding on to it too long. The high press from Arsenal, eventually they'll get it.
Do they then get 2?
Yeah, I think Arsenal will equalise, fair enough, just 35.
Do Arsenal push on? Do they get one, then they get another, then they get another? Which could be United's downfall. Because we've seen United can see 1, heads drop, can see 2, heads dropping further, 3, you're on the floor. Because yes, United have found positive results recently, and yes, they look like a very motivated team.
Yeah.
But there's still those fundamentals where if they can see 1, 2, 3, their heads will still drop, and all that they'll lack that motivation and determination, and then that's when it could get nasty. So it's going to be down to if Arsenal score and when Arsenal score. If Arsenal score early, United are in big trouble.
There's any Arsenal or Manchester United fans in chat. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of your first half? I want to get some perspectives here. It's hard to judge how we view. We don't watch the team every day. We don't. Every match. We don't kind of keep an eye on things. We don't judge the squad and that. We don't sit there watching highlights. Just sit there watching Chelsea and crying. But yeah, Arsenal United fans, what are you thinking in chat, please? 30 votes in the poll in chat, by the way. I know I've said chat a lot in the last few minutes, but yeah, 53% Manchester United, 37% Arsenal, 10% draw. So either a lot of people seeing the United leading and going for it, or a lot of United fans joining the stream all at once.
Static.
Ask Mark Goldbridge.
Oh no.
Should he get involved?
Oh no. He's done it again.
Anthony has scored again, and it's 5.
Come on.
I think if United get another, could that then be game over for Arsenal? I think it could be interesting.
I think it would take a lot for them. I mean, it'd be a test of their confidence, their motivation.
I also want to point out, since you guys can't see it, but since we put up the United pictures on the wall, we've got a picture of Beckham, we've got a picture of Cantona and Scholes. It's like well, the Beckham one's separate, but then there's one of United legends such as Best and Cantona. Since we put those pictures up, United haven't lost a game.
Maybe
we need to put up some Chelsea pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get Kai Havertz on that wall as well. We've got like autobiographies from Ashley Cole and Frank Lampard lying about.
Jose Mourinho.
We've got stuff from all the big sides, I think.
The F2.
I don't think there's a single big side not represented around here.
City.
Even Tottenham got someone here. We've got a Gazza or whatever.
City, Liverpool, United,
What a player.
Newcastle.
It's all of them, isn't it?
Tottenham.
Gazza.
Oh. Yeah.
Ow!
Arsenal.
Ashley Cole.
Oh yeah. So I wasn't looking at Carl. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How have you got Newcastle in this?
And Ian Wright's around here somewhere. I think you might be up there.
He's somewhere.
He is. So is Bobby Moore and Ronaldo and stuff.
Vardy.
Yeah, even Leicester get a
shout out.
biography. But yeah. United lead the break, somewhat surprisingly.
All camera focus on
Arsenal.
Anthony shot.
I mean, yeah. Tricky player, isn't he?
Good finish.
He's been impressive.
FPL pickup?
Maybe.
Question mark.
I was thinking about a Sancho or an Anthony potentially. It would take a lot for me to drop him right now. It would take Saka flopping for a few weeks, I think.
I'm thinking of getting out Luis Diaz.
Ooh. Will Liverpool play next? We don't know.
Forest?
No. Forest play Leeds. I know that
Actually,
Brighton have Bournemouth, and that's why I'm very excited to see my Brighton players in action.
Fantasy team. I am on 57 points.
Oh yeah, I better have a look at one.
Liverpool play.
I'm annoyed. I have Alexis McAllister on my bench. I have Alexis McAllister, a double. I missed out on those points. I got 11 points from McAllister on my bench. Annoyingly, no substitutions this week, as he is first sub. He would have been brought in, say, a Saka or Martinelli hadn't featured. But 54 points with Saka, Martinelli, Jesus still to do whatever they're going to do in this game. Could do with some goals from them.
Odegaard motivating his team as the captain, and we are.
I think a draw would be the perfect result for me, as a neutral in this game. It keeps United just a point ahead of Chelsea, right? And it keeps Arsenal still 2 points ahead of City.
Yeah.
Almost worked there if that pass from Ben White had come off. Sancho trying to dribble his way out from the back here. It's given us a foul. Yeah, the lineup put his flag up and then the ref deemed it as a foul. It's a bit harsh on the Arsenal players there. Yeah, quite a soft push on Jadon Sancho. And yeah, it's been given. By the way, up to 831 subscribers, so appreciate whoever has just subscribed. We gained 5 after stream yesterday. Well, we were finished on 826, then went back down to 825 last night. Slowly throughout the day, back up to 830 and now 831. So appreciate that massively. Whoever has just hit subscribe. Conga. Jesus tries to flick it onto Martinelli. McTominay intercepts though, and then Dallo knocks it back to De Gea. He plays it long. Saliba's been caught out. Sancho can't quite get to Rashford. Saliba cuts it out. Makes up for his mistake. And then Samuel Lokonga is caught in the face by the high boot of Bruno Fernandes. Arsenal free kick. Very deep free kick though, of course. I'd expect to see Gabriel ping this one top corner. Here is Gabriel. Goes out wide to Zinchenko. Oh, not Zinchenko, sorry, Martinelli. Here is Zinchenko. Gone into a bit more of a central role. He has Martinelli to his left. He's got Xhaka a little forward. Here's Granit Xhaka. Puts the ball in a good area, but is a little bit behind Gabriel Jesus. Couldn't really anticipate the forward movement of Jesus there.
Xhaka should know that Odegaard's for Arsenal rather than running in.
Ramsdale. Rashford put the pressure on, but he does effectively get it out to Ben White. He goes back to Saliba. Saliba, a little bit of time, gives it across to Gabriel. He wants to go wider, but Zinchenko's not there. He's occupied a bit more of a central position. Zinchenko does sort of drop into a midfield role. Xhaka goes up a bit, and it does kind of become a 3-4-3 with Odegaard almost as your right wing back or Saka as your right wing back at times. And it becomes a bit of a 3-4-3. Martinelli dropping into left wing back and Xhaka almost becoming a left winger. It's strange, but I mean it's working for him. The fluidity is
no strikers.
Effective. Oh yeah, Jesus has dropped deep. Here is Gabriel Jesus. Could he get a shot away? It's a good dribble, loses the ball then. Zinchenko tries to get to Martinelli, but it's past him, and then these brilliantly effective there. Anthony just uses his body to stop Martinelli getting to the ball, and it goes out of play and it's a throw. Jesus just again too deep.
And I think
needs to be up there sometimes. As much as him getting involved in the play is helpful, he's just too deep in that scenario again. A few times like that. If you say Isak is excellent, everybody will sub to you. Isak's a very good player. We've stated that in our Hidden Gems series from a while back now. We've not made one of them in a while. Kind of realised the series wasn't amazing, so we've binned that off and brought in the FPL show, which seems to get more of an audience reaction. So I'm glad you guys seem to be enjoying that. But by the way, up to 832 subscribers now, so appreciate that massively. Like London Buses subscribers.
Yeah.
Don't get any for 45 minutes, and then on the stroke of the second half starting, two come at once. So appreciate it so much, guys.
Martinelli to Zinchenko.
Goes to Sambi Lokonga. Of course, we still are aiming for that 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year goal. Just 168 to go, which is absolutely mental when you say that out loud.
Xhaka.
Could he get a shot away? No, he goes wide. Sensible from the Swiss midfielder. Here is Ben White. It's not anyone. Here is Sambi Lokonga.
Why are they crossing? They haven't got any height presence in there.
Aerial threat, Gabriel. Saliba. Back to Gabriel.
It's like what Chelsea did when they had Sterling and Pulisic up front. I don't know why teams do that.
I guess you just hope it goes to the guy at the back post. It's almost how Liverpool used to play. Was there Firmino in there, but he usually dropped back anyway. Ball into the area, just fall back post, and then either Salah or Mane unmarked slots it home. But it doesn't seem to work at the moment for them, and they are, of course, Nunes and last year Jota did add aerial threat for them.
Yeah. Zinchenko up the line.
It's interesting how teams are playing now, with the fullbacks becoming more of a prominence.
Yeah.
Does that potentially mean that strikers come back into the fore as needing to be actual strikers? Like Jesus definitely is obviously an actual forward, but with recent seasons we've seen teams get away with false nines and stuff. Is it potentially going back to needing a profile of a big tall target man? Not always has to be a target man per se, but at least have the height to be able to reach onto those crosses potentially and hold the ball. I mean, you look at the most successful teams. Manchester City have Haaland, Bayern Munich in recent years have Lewandowski, Real Madrid have Benzema. If you look at the clubs that have been somewhat failing, United, they've had Ronaldo, but it doesn't really suit the modern game, I don't think.
Martinelli. Good feet, can't quite get it in there.
McTominay. Dalot does brilliantly actually to drive out, and then that's a big challenge between him and Xhaka, but he seems to be okay. Both seem to be okay. Anthony, Dalot, Zinchenko cuts it out.
2 years ago, got sent off there.
Zinchenko goes back to Gabriel. He goes to Saliba. He goes even wider to Ben White, and then he has to go back to Ramsdale. United are doing very well. The high press is forcing Arsenal back at every opportunity. Every time that Arsenal go back though, they could then hit them again going forward.
6 minutes in, United haven't had a sniff.
Are you still doing the 24-hour stream when you get to 1k, lol? It will depend on when we hit 1k. I think
Jesus into Odegaard.
He spooned it wide with his left foot. I don't think we ever said that we do 24 hours if we hit 1k. I think it was 10k at the end of the year as a bit of a joke once, but. Saka's done very well. Fires a cross goal. Can't get it in. I'd love to do a 24-hour stream. It'd have to be a day that
was Saka caught there? Was Saka caught there on the follow-through? I didn't actually see it. Arsenal think he was. Big appeals.
Wow.
On the follow-through, Saka, great turn. Lino move. I mean... I think...
It's hard to call.
The ball's gone off, which is the problem. I think by the time he's fouled, the ball's out of play.
Yeah, but then, even then it's off the ball, isn't it? Off the ball incidents are still given. If you 2-foot someone, but it's at the end of the game, they're still giving it, or it's half time.
No,
that's still within the game being played. So,
I mean, hopefully he's all right. He's down injured here. This is another angle of it.
So yeah,
this is Odegaard spooning it.
Is it?
Oh, it just doesn't connect with it at all.
No, that's his right foot to goal.
I saw fancy points light up.
I saw Jesus assist.
Touch from Saka. Great
Turns
turn.
Malacia.
And Malacia just... I don't know.
I think he's almost fallen into the Malacia challenge.
Yeah. Xhaka is adamant about it. Odegaard's like, mate, just leave it.
Yeah.
Jesus and De Gea and
we are looking at doing a late night stream though, talking of sort of 24 hours. We're not in terms of the length, but we were discussing potentially doing the MLS final, which for us I believe is the last one was a 2 a.m. I believe kickoff.
Depends when it is.
I think it would be a Saturday night, the 2 weeks before the World Cup start, or something like that.
Blimey.
So we'd have Prem action the same day, which is the thing. I think Chelsea Arsenal's on the same day, so maybe we do a 24-hour stream there. Then we cover all the games. The problem also with 24-hour streams for celebrating the 1K is that it wouldn't be able to be uploaded as a video. So we would stream and then you'd never be able to. I think you might be able to see it again. I don't know. You get 10, I think, is the max. So if we were to do it,
there is 2 of us, and if it's 24 hours, one of us is going to need to sleep at some point, which then leaves only one of us, stream by ourselves. Oh, ball in!
I thought I was going to go. If we could find enough people that were interested in just doing like rotational shifts,
you could do 2 at a time, 2 on set at a time.
Yeah,
and everyone else could either just sit off
and do like two-hour shifts and stuff. And it would have to be a day where there's like football games going on all day. So if it was a Saturday, for example, we'd probably start at about 9 a.m. to a big sort of fantasy Premier League build-up show before the 12:30 kickoff. Watch the 12:30, 3 o'clock, 5:30 games all on stream.
If we're lucky, there might be a Serie A game.
I was going to say, and then it's just waiting until sort of an MLS or something late, like early morning.
You might get Germany, you might get Bundesliga and Serie A.
We could do a 10-hour celebration of the 1K.
9 till 9. Or 10 till 10 probably.
Well, 9 till 9 isn't 10 hours. That's more, isn't it? Yeah.
It's 12.
That'd be 12 hours. So we'd do 9 till 7 or something like that, or 10 till 7.
Or whenever the 5:30 kickoff finished.
Yeah, or start at 12 o'clock, end at the end of the 5:30 kickoff. Because then that definitely, I think, falls within the 10-hour guidelines. We do all the Saturday kickoffs. Is that something you'd all tune into? My friend did a 24-hour stream, but they got rid of the video. This is what I'm saying. I don't think you can keep it as a video because YouTube can't process it all, and you can't earn money on it either, because it can't be processed as a video. Which, of course, is not a massive motivator into not doing it, but if we have hit 1K, then yeah, I'd quite like to earn a bit of money if we're streaming for a long period of time. But I'd definitely be up for doing a sort of all of the games on a Saturday at some point.
Well, you still haven't seen anything from
it's a bit lethargic at the moment. Arsenal just moving the ball around. But Man United putting the pressure on, but not really ramping it up and trying to get anything. I think United are happy to fall into formation. I do think United need a second. If not, it's going to be similar to the Liverpool game.
It's going to take a mistake. It's going to take a mistake here to open up
but we saw United did make that mistake. They scored 2 at Liverpool. Liverpool threw on players up front late on, and they did get a goal. United, without that cushion, I think they're in a little bit of trouble. Because it's not like Liverpool are going to have to throw loads of players on. If they can just get a goal, they're back level. Saka against Malacia.
Great for Saka.
Saka brought down, free kick in a decent area. We know Odegaard It's very good at these.
Saka's causing problems. Malacia fouled him again.
Mr. Beast says 17-hour stream we got uploaded. Maybe it's just the monetisation thing then. But yeah, as we say, the thing is, because our content is obviously centred around football, we tend to only stream watching football games. We could if it was just us two, we can definitely do the not like the 9 hours. If we were going to do 24 hours, we'd need to find enough people to be able to do that.
Anthony, 57 minutes in, he's the goal scorer, and that could be the winning goal. We'll find out in 33 minutes. That's a perfect way to announce yourself as a new man at United. And he is being replaced by Cristiano Ronaldo. Not a bad player to be replaced by.
To be fair, we could do 12:30 on the Saturday, the 12:30 kickoff, all the way through to the end of the 4 o'clock on the Sunday.
No.
What a stream. It'll be like 28 hours.
Odegaard on the free kick for Arsenal. We know he can hit them. He knows he's in my fantasy team.
Okay.
I think he's going to cross it in. He is going to cross it in, and it is
gone to no one.
Yeah.
Well cleared by McTominay. Malacia against Saliba. Saliba wins it back. That's right, Rashford, yeah.
It's a great play.
Xhaka, Saliba against Dallo. Ball out of play.
He's just not Saliba.
Yo, welcome back, HSL. Great to see you.
Hello, Chelsea fan. HSL. Wow.
HSL.
Really?
What happened there?
Wow. My brain.
Zinchenko.
Chelsea fan, you're still here. Hello as well, the Chelsea fan. Yeah, hello, HSL. Who is not Chelsea fan?
Odegaard.
Offside.
Oh, I tried to find Martinelli, but Lisandro Martinez gets it gone. But yeah, if we were to do a long stream, say a 10-hour, how many of you would tune in for the full 10? Or at least would tune in for a good couple hours? How many? We need a gauge.
We're going to put a time
Saka.
in the bottom right as well.
Obviously, yeah, we're pointless. We're doing 10 hours, we're not going to mark the occasion. Just doing it for a laugh. I guess as well, if it's like November time, it's not going to be hot in here.
Yeah.
Really, it's going to be freezing if anything. So we'll probably have a heater on. No, hopefully November's not too bad. That'll probably be the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Jesus! Saka! He has scored! Saka makes it level. I don't know who quite got the assist. If it's Jesus, my fantasy team loves it. But Saka gets the goal. Odegaard threads the ball through. Jesus tries to direct it goal as it falls to Saka. What a hit from Bukayo Saka. No, definitely a tap in that one. But he had to put it in the back of the net. And yeah, good finish. Mr. Beast did a 24-hour stream. Yeah, definitely it'd be hilarious. What cauliflower sounds like. Well, at least we have one person here for the full 10 or so hours, however long it would be. Bukayo Saka, take a bow, son.
We could also look at the games and see how many people we can get on. So we could say we could get on a Liverpool fan, a Tottenham. We don't have Tottenham fans.
Yeah.
Liverpool fan, City.
So at least
fan.
then we've got someone else to talk to.
Exactly. And like, so we can.
Someone for the morning games.
Yeah.
Maybe then someone else at the 3 o'clocks. Someone else at the 5:30.
So we'd probably sell it for the whole thing, wouldn't we? Me and you would sell the whole thing.
Well, definitely at least me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But you can always swap me, or we can bring in say a Tottenham fan for the Tottenham game, and a Liverpool fan for the Liverpool game.
That sounds good. We'll have to. We'll work on it.
Yeah. But anyway, 60 minutes in, it's Man United 1, Arsenal 1, and now does this game open up for Arsenal? They've got the goal. It was similar style as well. The goal really fell to the right winger, unmarked by the left back, tucks it home.
White goes to Saka. Lokonga.
Tackle from Bruno. Lokonga gets back up, then wins the ball back. So that's what I like to see. Nice fanning around on the floor. Got straight back up, won the ball back.
Saka against Martinez. The longest stream I've ever been a part of was an 8-hour.
What was that?
We watched Morgs for 8 hours on the Geo19 channel, if you remember. What a stream that was.
I came down for a bit.
Jesus didn't get the touch. Jesus. No. Jesus didn't get a touch. Does Odegaard get an assist?
Ooh.
Keep an eye on FPL. I'm on 62 points now. Jesus has not been credited with the assist.
Let me check.
Saka, I can check your team if you want.
Please do.
You have not been credited with the assist. Well, no, you've definitely not, but Odegaard hasn't either.
Yeah, I'll be giving it. What a ball from me.
It definitely came off Lisandro Martinez, I believe.
winning at half-time at Old Trafford, United have never lost in their history.
Wow, that stuns me. I guess they're usually losing at half-time, aren't they? That's fair enough. They've never won.
So shit.
When they're winning at half-time, it tends to be an easy game.
Odegaard, great turn.
Jesus, Saka.
These three link
That's a foul, not according to the ref. Fair enough.
Tackle. Malacia, great tackle. Ericsson, he's played through Rashford. If Rashford's on side here, he's in on goal. Flag does not go up.
Gabriel, I was going to say he's got to get past Gabriel, and Gabriel, what a challenge.
Gabriel's got to get back in
and
there.
then that is
Flag
eventually given as an offside.
Oh, now they're fighting. And now they're not fighting. Great.
Yes, finally Arsenal scores. We have got an Arsenal fan. Alex, Arsenal fan, welcome back.
Yeah, he's off. Rashford's marginally off. But
we wanted Arsenal fans at half-time to get their viewpoint. And United fans. That's the thing, I don't think we've got many United fans in chat. I know we had I believe Haley, I think was their name.
God knows. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, Martinelli's got in. Oh, he's got a
I thought he was going to get that to Saka. No, because he saw that he wanted to help my fantasy team more than yours. He wanted to get that to Saka, more points for me. Didn't want to give it to Odegaard. Was like Harry's had enough points in recent weeks. I love the thought that Gabriel Martinelli tunes into this. He loves the FPL show. Big fan.
Corner taken slowly.
But I also think my points were elevated when the Saka goal went in because it was past the 60-minute mark as well. So it sounded like I got more. Oh, you were on like 54 or something.
Oh no, I was on 57. So where I lost 3.
Alright. No, I've definitely got that wrong then. Maybe I was on 50. Oh no, I'm on 62. Let me have a look at your team.
I think you're on more than me then.
You are on
60?
58. You were on 56.
I think Pascal Gross will get bonus points later.
Gross got booked. No, he didn't. He just got an assist, not a goal. Okay.
Yeah, I think he'll get bonus points later though, won't he? Maybe. Hopefully.
He got... No, McAllister will take 3, won't he? For his 2 goals.
Got a goal and assist,
Still sat on my bench. I've had another 11, probably 14 from McAllister. I'll actually be in for one of the best weeks of anyone ever. But what a call to bring him in over Pascal Gross.
Who's that?
Saw the potential in. That's Fred, mate.
What's he done with his hair?
It's been like that for a while. I like it. Big up Fred.
Yeah.
And Fred's barber.
What is it with United midfielders? Just go.
They saw Pogba gone and went, I need to take over it.
Mental trims.
I like both of them, but I want United to win this one. Interesting HSL. I
want a draw, but I want 2
would
goals.
prefer Arsenal so that Chelsea had a United.
So I'll take 5-5 of Odegaard to score 4.
Yeah, depends who scores. I'm also I was gonna say Arsenal, but I do think I take the fantasy of it into account there, and the fact that I want a good title fight for TFC.
Come on, Odegaard.
Don't want to be bringing your Arsenal Man City and the title's already over. We want the title fight to go on as long as possible. Rashford's through. Marcus Rashford is through.
It's 2.
Yeah, that's gone in. Yes. Marcus Rashford scores a Manchester United lead here at Old Trafford. They've never lost when winning at half-time at Old Trafford, and they're not prepared to lose today. Wow. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1. Marcus Rashford takes them back in front after a Bukayo Saka leveller cancelled out. Anthony's first.
This season we are seeing the Marcus Rashford we saw the potential
because he's playing in his position. It's stunning, isn't it?
Superb.
Why do we keep seeing this Premier League? You play people in their positions, they score.
As soon as Bruno
they play well.
Ball, he's on the move. And what a ball this is.
It's a brilliant run. The turn of pace. And he's back where he belongs. Starting up front for Manchester United.
Finds the bottom left corner. It beats the sliding tackle of Ben White. It beats the dive of Ramsdale. And I doesn't hate
whoever made the decision to swap him from a striker to a left midfielder.
I don't know.
I think it potentially cost Manchester United the last few years. No, he played him as a striker. Was it Mourinho? Was it? I don't know. Was it?
Any of those shit managers over the years. No, what a goal! That is a huge goal for Man United.
Did you guys see the 2 McAllister bangers? I've not. I have seen the free kick and the one that was disallowed, but I'm gutted he's on my bench in fantasy.
That
is Marcus Rashford a pickup?
Sanchez coming off.
But in FPL, he plays up front, but he's counted as a midfielder.
Boy, just to say, Fred is on for James. Oh no, sorry, Rashford's on size. He's not coming off. Fred is on for James Sancho. Rashford's gone to the left. Bruno's gone to the right. Fred is playing attacking midfield.
And of course, Rouse up front.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what's happened.
I think they went 4 up front to try and push for the goal, and now they've gone 3 in midfield with Fred in there to keep it a little bit more compact.
Good ball out wide to Ericsson.
They may push for a third here, Manchester United.
Found some adrenaline. Alex Armstrong fan furious in the chat.
Ronaldo goal tops this off, by the way. If Ronaldo now scores.
Got runs to that bottom.
The scenes for Manchester United fans. Though he seems to be playing on the left at the moment based on his current position. Potentially Rashford on up front still then, Ronaldo on the left.
All down the line to Malacia.
Or just a
Saliba under pressure.
Momentary swap of position.
Ramsdale.
Malacia's putting Ramsdale under pressure, but he's got
it's
it.
Another lot. I mean, it's a
Arteta subs have got to come soon, right? Surely.
And all the people with Saliba in their team are on 0. So everyone who took him out, well done. Everyone's got him, you're on 0.
And yellow, isn't it?
And there's -1 for all the Arsenal defenders and for Ramsdale. So hate as hell.
Oh yeah.
I believe it's hate as hell with Ramsdale.
Yeah, that's the 2 I meant, not the pen. Yeah. They just allowed one, so unlucky. Should have been a goal. That would have been a hat-trick. I'd have cried even more because McAllister, baller, definitely in my team for next week. I'm thinking about captaining him. Might be mental. But City play Tottenham.
They got Bournemouth.
They do.
I don't know, you know.
Bournemouth have been shit.
They were 2-0 down at Forest, won 3-2.
I don't think Forest are that good. They spent a lot of money, but I don't think they're that good.
Yeah, I think... Oh, that's a...
Oh, there's a potential for a third! Bruno!
Oh, that's a good
massive save
from
Aaron Ramsdale. Poor distribution, but massive save.
Good recovery.
Bruno, Ronaldo, McTominay. What?
McTominay.
Oh my god, McTominay genuinely looked back and went, oh, hang on, the ball's by my feet. To shoot. That was amazing.
That would be the day. That would just top
I was going to say, the last time I scored, McTominay scored was against Man City.
Cristiano Ronaldo setting up.
Look at this run. McTominay plays it into Ronaldo.
Yeah, poor. Great play from Ronaldo. Poor from Bruno.
I was going to say, that's what I was to ask.
Sorry, but
he wanted it across to Ronaldo. Ronaldo was not buzzing. Corner ball, chance for United to put this game pretty much to bed. Ronaldo should be heading that one home. Should be heading that one home. That's the one thing he's good at.
Ball still in the play.
The one thing. No, that's kind of the best thing he does at the moment now for Manchester United. He should be putting that one away.
Fred.
Or at least directing it goalwards.
Martinez, Malacia, Bruno. Back to Martinez. Martinez switches the play. That is he's gone.
Yes, I've got Ramsdale.
Falls to Xhaka, heads it back to Ramsdale. He will claim.
I feel for HSL's fantasy team, it's in the bin again. I think Man U win. I think Ramsdale genuinely one of the worst pickups.
Yeah.
Because I think as much as he is a goodish keeper. Yeah, I'm not having any Arsenal defenders. I've got Arsenal attackers for a reason. They score goals, but they don't keep clean sheets. Saka. I think they could still win this one though, if I'm honest.
Odegaard.
But they've just lost the ball now, so maybe I'm going to be wrong. Bruno Fernandes is coming forwards with it. Gives it to Fred. Out wide to Rashford. Rashford. I'd never captain Arsenal players though because they're so up and down in their performance. Who's going to do well?
McTominay. What he should WWE slam.
Hang on,
to the floor.
Isn't he already on a yellow?
No.
I could have sworn when he was shoved someone to the ground, but no.
What is he thinking?
Sorry, he's gone from like prime Zidane movement to grappling with Gabriel Jesus.
Smashed him.
That's his 4th yellow. We've had 6 games. There's only in 2/3 of the games he's played. He's not even played all the minutes.
18 for United in 6 games. That's 3 a game.
I don't mind your team getting loads, but an individual picking up.
Jesus cuts has a go.
And he's not even played every game. Fred's played one, started one with Ericsson. If he started 2, then McTominay's genuinely booked in every game. Not even a joke.
Wow. That's all I can say.
I'm going to talk about his upturning performance, but bloody hell, Scott McSauce, mate, what's going on?
Chance he gets sent off this game.
Oh, that could be the turnaround, couldn't it?
Yeah.
McTominay off.
Say before 75th, and we're going to see Eddie Nketiah. Well, what I thought all subs for Arsenal. Saw Eddie Nketiah come onto the pitch, and who's that?
To be fair, so
is that Marquinhos?
He's
after trying to say he's going to walk alone.
He's not. He's started every game. To be fair.
Oh, okay.
Yellow at Brighton, yellow at Brentford. Managed to avoid a yellow in 90 minutes at Liverpool.
Wow.
They won that game. Yellow at Southampton. Didn't get booked in 90 minutes at Leicester. Yellow tonight. Or today. So 4 yellows in 6 games. So 2/3 of his games this season. He's played fantastically today. He's been superb this season indeed. I think he is key to that very strong United backline. I do think, though, that United are still prone to an injury. Similar to West Ham, if one of their defenders gets injured and you have Maguire, Wan-Bissaka or Shaw back in the team, I think they lose.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's an instant just shit show.
Yeah. Smith Rowe and Nketiah.
By the way, goodbye, Josh35. Well, I'm going to see you tomorrow. See you on Guess the Footballer.
Oh.
Make sure good one tomorrow. I can't remember which one it is.
Difficult one.
I'm sure it's
That's a complete gamble. I have no clue who it is, and I don't know what difficult it is. Triple change.
I can't remember either.
It's Nketiah, Smith Rowe, and
Fabio Vieira. So the number 10 is off, I believe. Sorry, number 8 Odegaard off for the number 10. Emil Smith Rowe. Captain's armband is handed over to Granit Xhaka. We're not here tomorrow. Yeah, we will post Guess the Footballer, and we have the UCL Fantasy podcast episode coming out for match week 1. We've got that coming out about 10 a.m. BST. In fact, I think we've got a piece of content every day this week, at least a stream or a video until Saturday.
Wow. We're good at this YouTube.
I was going to say, enjoy it. Even on Wednesday, we'll have 2.
Is on for Bukayo Saka.
Wednesday, we'll have the video and the
Fabio Vieira
stream.
Is on for Zinchenko, so change of formation.
Yeah.
Lokonga, sorry. So Lokonga, Zinchenko, Odegaard off, Smith Rowe and Nketiah, Vieira on.
They're going for it.
3-5-2.
Don't know.
2 up front, 4 in the middle.
Could it be a 4 up front?
Fabio Vieira's on the left back.
Has he?
No, it's not.
I was going to say Fabio Vieira's there.
Xhaka.
Xhaka's gone to left back. No, that's not Xhaka. That's Martinelli.
Martinelli's at left back.
No, he's on left wing back.
Which is why I think it's a 3-5-2.
Yeah. It's how that's how they tried to beat Fulham.
And it worked.
Saka and Martinelli playing as wing backs, getting back but then pushing forwards and trying to pile on the pressure and get a goal. They've only got 17 minutes to try and grab 2 here, Arsenal, if they want to continue. They're winning every game.
I think if Arsenal get 1, they get a second.
I'm okay with Maguire and Shaw, but I'm scared of Wan-Bissaka.
Shaw, kind of. Maguire.
Can't understand that one, mate.
Maguire. Varane has looked great with Lautaro Martinez. With Maguire, he looks rubbish.
And I think that's where United season will come undone from this point. They look decent at the moment, but just 1 injury, 2 injuries, they're in the...
I think going forward they're alright. Say Rashford gets injured, you got Martial.
What do you guys think of Anthony in FPL? Wait 1 more week.
1 more week.
Who do they play next week?
You've got.
Yeah, if you've got other United players, leave it. If you don't, I would go for a Rashford or a Sancho over Anthony right now. Anthony scored today. I don't think that shows he's going to be very...
I want to say
yes, they have got Palace.
Eriksen's through.
Rashford to his left.
Eriksen.
He's just played across.
It's
Rashford scored.
Is the flag going to go up?
It does not.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not. That would be 3, and that would be the game over. Pretty much. Arsenal will have to go hell for leather to try and get a draw. Marcus Rashford gets his second. It's not offside. Manchester United. What a performance today.
Wait, so Anthony FPL,
what a show.
What about do not sleep on that man?
Marcus Rashford back in that number 9 role, but also Christian Eriksen potentially. And Bruno. Salah's not really been performing. If you want to save yourself 3 mil, take a punt. Or definitely over Son, if you've still got Son at this point.
And he's held his run superbly.
And Eriksen again is a sublime
What a game this has been from United. And what a turnaround of fortunes for Erik Ten Hag and the Red Devils. From losing to Brighton and Brentford to beating Liverpool and beating Arsenal, who at the moment have won every single game, and they have 15 minutes to find 3 goals.
And United are 1 goal away from make sure Ramsdale has no fantasy team points.
Yeah.
So get excited, HSL.
That's the problem. They lose, and all he can do is rub his temples.
Oh, HSL's got Dallo.
But he also has Ramsdale.
I was going to say, Dallo's not kept the clean sheet and not got an assist today, I don't think.
A yellow card has been handed out to somebody.
Is it Rashford? It is Marcus Rashford, I think.
Or unless the reference writing something in his book.
Maybe he was.
Dallo wins the header. It's Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1.
United look more like going for a 4th than United going to get a second in this game. Jesus has picked up a yellow. I hate this game, man. I hate this game. Why has he been invoked? What's he said? What's he done?
Something. Wow. And this brings City and Tottenham right back into it.
3-1 Man U, game over, well done Man U. It's not game over till the final whistle. If Arsenal get a goal in the next 5 minutes, they can definitely still draw this or even win this. But
are we sleeping on Manchester United?
I don't think we were ever sleeping. I think, the first 2 games were bad and very reactionary. But as I said after the Liverpool game, United are not a bad side. It was always going to take Ten Hag time to adapt to the Premier League and his team time to adapt to Ten Hag. But they're putting the effort in now. They're certainly not running kilometres less than the other team.
And they've still got Casemiro's about to come on.
And Maguire. So potentially that's where the game changes.
But I mean, take the tournament out for Casemiro.
This is a potentially Champions League team. Not maybe winning. I think they'll win the Europa League this year. Maybe.
Is this going to be one of the most competitive Premier League title races we've seen for a long, long time?
United have got a lot of ground. Well, they've not, have they? They've got 5 points to. Not even that now. 3 points to make up in the title race. Everyone's been poor. They've got 6.
Liverpool got 6. Chelsea got 5.
No, Chelsea have 6. Liverpool have.
Arsenal have lost today, haven't they?
Let me have
Liverpool got 6. Chelsea got 5. United got 3. Tottenham, City have 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brighton have 2.
But do not sleep on Brighton, because Brighton don't have Europe. That's a big thing.
Or anyone going to the World Cup. Exactly. And I know they've not really played anyone massive. They have played United.
Welbeck will not be at the World Cup.
But the next 2 games are Bournemouth and Palace. Winnable games, in my opinion. Should have beaten Fulham. If they genuinely be top of the league if they'd beaten Fulham 2 weeks ago. Sorry, in the midweek. If they'd not lost 2-1, if they'd won that game, Brighton would be top of the league. Because they've won every other game. And a draw to Newcastle.
Don't sleep on Brighton. Not even joking.
Brighton would genuinely be top of the league, even if they'd just won that Newcastle game.
Could we see another Leicester story? Could Brighton Hove Albion win the Premier League? 5-2
today. I don't think it's unfathomable. Simply, I mean, it's a big test is going to come for them on the 1st and 8th of October when they face Liverpool and Tottenham.
The other 5 teams around them have got Europe. There's 5 competitions for those teams this year.
We might have to watch Brighton Tottenham in a few weeks' time. That could genuinely be one of the biggest games in the Premier League.
Could Graham Potter's Seagull Army
mate.
fly their way to the top of the Premier League?
Not the Seagull Army. I'm going to see what game is currently booked in for the 8th to the 9th.
What do you think in chat? Do you think Brighton could win the Premier League?
Arsenal Liverpool the next day. We've got nothing on the Saturday though. The Old Classica, sorry.
Oh, I might be watching that then.
Probably, yeah.
Because that's looking good. Also, Union Berlin and Bayern Munich drew.
Which now leaves Dortmund, joint top of the league with Freiburg. What a team, by the way. And Union Berlin, certainly no slouch. They're joint on points with Bayern Munich.
Bayern without Lewandowski struggling. Liverpool without Mane struggling.
Considering Dortmund have lost the game as well.
Yeah. What's going on here? Why are they walking over here?
Barca with Leverkusen.
Tomiyasu is on for Ben White. Wow. But this, I think, has really changed it. Having the top 7 separated by 6 points.
I mean, we're in for a brilliant season. The fact that Chelsea have lost massive games already.
Oh, I spawned
Smith Rowe. Goes out wide to Martinelli. Can't quite get the ball in. Bruno.
So I think you say game over, but if Arsenal score
could we see for the first time ever all 6 teams, all 6 big clubs in the title race? Is that genuinely what we're talking about here? Because Liverpool can make up 6 points. I have no doubt about that. They're playing Arsenal in 4 weeks' time. Are we saying that all 6 clubs could fight for the title this year? Because the only team above all of them, in the mix with them, is Brighton.
Oh, Maguire's come on and fouled someone and got booked. He's found Jesus.
It's a good position for a free kick.
But I think, and I agree with that statement, and the reason is because this season, you look at all the big games, I can see anyone beating anyone out of the top 6.
Every game's impossible to call. Because, I mean, I know I said City will batter Tottenham this weekend, but you never know, do you? I mean, look at the last few years, you thought everything would go. You thought City would batter and they haven't. I do think City will keep consistently winning.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know
who United?
So Brighton.
Or Brighton. No, Brighton will be well up there.
That's the thing. But with Brighton, I think the only teams they're not going to beat are the top 6 sides.
Well, they lost to Fulham.
Yeah, but
and drew with Newcastle.
That's the
I think they'll definitely get Conference League this year.
Newcastle
if they keep continuing playing how they are, because they don't even need they don't have a good striker. Danny Welbeck's amazing. He's in my fantasy team, but they don't have a good
But
striker.
also, it's about form. You got McAllister on form.
They could lose. They could lose to
Welbeck on
Bournemouth.
form.
They could lose to Bournemouth, and then we look like idiots. So.
But Granit Xhaka's on the free kick for Arsenal.
I do 3 pods this week. VAR, can Brighton win the league, and can all the top 6 sides are they all in the title race? Oh, a lot of different podcast topics. I mean, it looks like we'll do VAR. It's the biggest talking point at the moment. Xhaka steps up over this.
This could be a big moment.
I was going to say. It's straight at Lissandro Martinez.
I think it was Casemiro, wasn't it?
Ah.
Because you can. It would be
Maybe it was
impossible to
Varane.
hit that with Lissandro Martinez.
Oh, that's a big mistake for Xhaka. Fred plays it into Ronaldo. Ronaldo's not going to get. That was a great ball. You can't play that any.
Oh yeah, to be fair,
better,
Rashford
to be
gets
fair.
there. An old man called Ronaldo doesn't. Rashford gets there.
Oh my god! I thought the same thing was happening again. It's a replay. There's nothing telling me it's a replay. I was like, hang on, Xhaka again.
Oh, Ronaldo can't believe it. He wants a goal.
Yeah.
He wants to run off to that top right.
I can't tell from his face whether he says "fuck's sake" or "fuck Fred."
United throw into Ericsson. No, ref's not. What's the ref?
2 hands behind the head.
Feet behind the line.
Oh my god. Genuinely, how do you take a throw in at this point?
They're so caught up in dreamland.
The season could be a good one.
Definitely.
Could we be in for the best Premier League season ever? I don't know.
I think it would take Brighton to win the league. Because I think Leicester season.
No, not a shit season.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone was unhappy that year. Not a single big club was like, yeah, I love this season.
Apart from Leicester.
Literally, the only club that enjoyed that season was Leicester. Everyone else hated it. It's nice for the story, but I don't want to go back.
Top of the table, bottom of the table, you've got quite a few teams that could go down.
And some surprising teams. West Ham are down there. Not Aston Villa, they should be down there. Leicester. They've got a good side.
Leicester are down there.
Yeah, I know, but they deserve to be.
They should climb back.
They're not a big club, is what I'm saying.
Oh, right. They'll climb back up.
And then you've got Bournemouth and Fulham pulling off surprising results, and Nketiah's gone down. By the way, the fact he's wearing the number 14, the number of Thierry Henry,
is horrific.
and even Aubameyang.
How that man should grace the same number as Thierry
And the fact that he's cost Gabriel Jesus the potential assist there. I mean, Maguire, it's not a pen, but it's close to being a pen. He's literally been on the pitch minutes.
He's already booked.
But yeah, if you're getting just as carried away by the fact that one result is happening as we are, get excited. Yeah. Hit a like. How many likes are we on?
Lost a lot.
We've gone mental.
We've gone mental with Man United beating Arsenal.
By the way,
Mark Goldbridge probably
what are we on?
Sitting there singing
15 likes, absolute scenes. 36 votes in the polling chat. 56% are currently correct.
That's the thing.
Same Man United will win. 36% wrong. 8% need 2 Arsenal goals.
Singing like.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, yippee.
Give me all in my lap, keep me going. I bet he's loving it. But Gabriel. Oh,
Jesus! I don't know why to announce yourself. Yeah, slap it top corner.
He called it right.
Good stream, January. See you Tuesday night, my friends. Bye. See you around, Chelsea fans. Should be a good stream on Tuesday. PSG versus Juventus. And of course, Inter versus Bayern on the Wednesday night. Join us as both of those streams. Should be cracking games. And of course, if you haven't joined our UCL Fantasy, there's a code in the community tab. Make sure to go and type that up. Yeah, we do have our UCL Fantasy video out tomorrow. I will see who's in the league, see if there's anyone that I recognise.
Be exclusive and get the code now. Get early access.
Oh yeah,
to the code
because then we might
reward you.
Yeah, I don't know how we'll say your name now. We've got 5 in the league, so someone else has joined. There's no stream names here. We've just got other people. Probably people we've randomly seen it on YouTube and go, yeah, I might click it. Might as well join. So there's got a good amount of likes as well. So if you haven't joined and you have liked, there's more people that liked it than joined the league.
Right.
Make it make sense. Join the UCL Fantasy. Do your teams and get involved. Fabio Vieira can't quite get the ball past Ericsson. Jesus.
Wait for
Saka.
tomorrow's video to get our advice and hear our teams. Then you can pick your own.
Of course, or you can do your team and change it. Of course.
Saka.
The actual thing's not started yet in UCL, so join that there.
Cuts it back. Oh, I said no. No. Still Saka. I thought when he equalised, Arsenal were going to win.
Eriksen.
But United have responded superbly.
Oh, Tomiyasu goes over the ball.
Malacia, he's onside Fred because it took a deflection.
Malacia kind of gets...
That's a foul.
Stood on, I think.
Yeah, yellow for Saka. Oh, we're kicking off.
My fantasy team, man. I'm down to 60 points now, you spoons. Come on, guys.
These other guys got 2.
What is going on here?
I think it says something though. Arsenal start losing.
I've lost 2 points for Jesus and Saka picking up yellows.
Silly from Saka.
That's why I don't captain Arsenal players.
Silly. Really silly. I don't know what he's trying.
I've only had McAllister in there ahead of Jesus. And Mitchell in the stead of Reece James and Necker Williams instead of Martinelli. Or Walker. Or Foden. What week this could have been. Shout out Nick Pope, by the way. Saviour of my fantasy team.
I'm really happy with my week. You've got less than me.
I can't.
You've got more than me, sorry.
Well, I'm on 60 now.
I'm on 58. Unless Gross gets bonus points.
Yeah, could Danny Welbeck get bonus points?
Have a look.
Will Saka get bonus points?
I don't think Gross or Welbeck get points. 3 minutes of normal time to go.
I don't know, other than Alexis McAllister, who did well for Brighton. Trossard scored.
But I look at Patson Daka, who got goal and assist.
Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. The bonus point system awards. I imagine it's 3 for McAllister, surely. Yes. Then it's 2 for Daka and Trossard, 1 for Gross. That they might just award the 2 for.
Nah, they'll give one to Gross.
Rashford's 3, Saka and Fernandes 2, and then maybe Eriksen and Anthony 1. They'll award that many.
2 off Saka.
I should get 2 off Saka, hopefully.
Sky. That's Gary Neville. He's right though, Christian Eriksen.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll give Arsenal
it's tough to give it to Eriksen and not Rashford, but I guess
we'll see. We'll do Arsenal.
He's had a very good performance.
If, Saka or Jesus now scores 3 goals and Arsenal win the game, then
yeah,
that's a bit more of a stone in my match.
Jesus tries to bring it down, can't. Eriksen.
Casmero's fouled in there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that was hilarious from Eriksen just dinking it over Jesus. Tomiyasu, poor touch. Ronaldo can't leash on it. Gabriel. Martinelli. Is fouled. Arsenal coming forwards now. A minute left of normal time. I can't imagine there's going to be much additional time. Is this over?
Nah, I think there's about 2. I think it is over. I think games.
This is a Manchester United win. A Manchester United win. What a performance, though, to be fair.
Definitely massive.
Saka. United still being very compact. They don't want to concede anymore.
It's gone to a 5-3-1.
Yeah.
No. 5-4-1.
4-1. 6 maybe.
Yeah, look at it. It's a 6-3-1.
Oh, Martinelli almost scored there.
Massive
chance from Scott McSauce.
Wow.
Scott McTominay here. It's a great ball from Fabio Vieira, and Martinelli could have got a goal there for my fantasy team, so hopefully that. I'm happy with this result. I'd like Arsenal to get a goal from one of the players I have in my fantasy team.
Minutes by the time we have got, I'm going to say 2. 4.
4 additional minutes. This would be ridiculous if Arsenal were to draw this, and they could get a goal, but I don't think they'll win. Or draw, obviously. Oh, that's Paul from Fabio Vieira. Ronaldo to Eriksen. Goes over the top. Oh, Malacia has not got to Malacia, and Ronaldo's furious. It should have gone right. To Sancho. Jesus. And then maybe Ronaldo could have got his goal. Fred kicks it out of play. And now he's going to slowly manoeuvre that ball off the pitch. And now someone else is stopping him getting it. He does now retrieve it, throws it to Xhaka in acres of space. Goes to Smith Rowe.
He's their time.
To Martinelli.
Come on, he beat Dallo. He can't. He has to play. To
Gabriel
delivers. No one's there.
Malacia
brings it down.
Under pressure, but he can get this gone.
Oh,
does get this gone. Ronaldo giving chase. Saliba under pressure. Is he alright?
3 minutes.
McTominay, God's one moment, but another. Yeah.
That man is full of ups and downs.
Tomiyasu to Saka. Arsenal coming forwards once again. I think I want them to score, but I don't think they'll then win. Goes down in the area, not giving us anything.
No, okay, all this nothing. They just want to go.
Ronaldo tries to chest it down to Fred. Jesus.
Smith.
Whoa! latched at that one.
That was a man who hasn't played in a while and just had a shot.
So yeah, a massive chest from Ronaldo. Jesus does really well.
Just couldn't get enough control on it.
Needs to be, if that's the Smith Rowe, looked fantastic against Tottenham. Around a similar game week actually last year. After a tough start for Arsenal. That's a goal, but no, Smith Rowe not been on the side a while. We're getting limited minutes this season and that's a poor chance. Ronaldo's desperate for a goal, isn't he? Even though United are 3-1 up, he's trying to get them to play it out quickly.
Yeah.
He's trying to get them, he's annoyed when they're making the wrong passes. He's desperate for that goal. He's desperate for that moment of a Sue. He heads it on. Fred's
in on goal.
Plays it across. Fernandes. Ronaldo is there. The ball's not coming. Ronaldo's furious again. I thought it was going to be Ronaldo's goal. I just don't think he's going to be able to get it in the back of the net now.
I don't know why Ronaldo's so annoyed there, because Bruno can't really do much else.
Well, yeah.
Great for him to flick it on though to Fred. Fred perfectly weighted ball to Bruno.
There, the ball needs to go back. But he takes the touch, obviously. He's not going to not take a touch. He's not side kick. Gabriel just does really well to stop it getting to Ronaldo. Furious. Absolutely furious.
Ronaldo gets opportunity.
But that goal has not gone in. And he's got on the goal. He's literally going to try and poke this one home. Ericsson puts it in there.
That's a great knock. Head towards Ronaldo. It's
Jesus with the ball.
30 seconds, not enough time, Rossi, for Arsenal turns around. They could get a goal, maybe.
Drives the ball over the top and catches bearing in on goal.
He's beaten Malacia to it, but Malacia's done well to win it back.
This game's ending 3-1.
Superb from Tyrell Malacia.
McTominay
Superb from Manchester.
Loses it. Xhaka.
Superb from
Vieira. Has a strike. It's not good enough.
And De Gea is going to go to ground with that ball.
We just can't seem to find Ronaldo. He's got in so many good positions. That one was it's impossible for Bruno to get the ball to him. There's 5 seconds left on the clock. They're slowing this down. De Gea's just bouncing it as he comes out of his box. Drops it to his feet.
Performance.
As soon as he kicks this, you've got to imagine the whistle will blow shortly after. It does indeed. A big 3 points for United. A massive result in the grand scheme of the Premier League. Arsenal drop points, United gain. The Premier League top 6 closes to 6 points, splitting the top and the bottom of it. The big 6 clubs. Brighton sandwiched in the middle. We're in for a very tasty season indeed. Very exciting times to be a fan of the Premier League. We've been treating some superb games already this season. More to come. A brief break from the Premier League as we've got Champions League action in midweek, but of course Premier League is back next weekend. We will give our man of the match before we do anything else, before we round off. But yeah, what are we trying to do? Okay, well done. Right.
Man of the match.
Yeah, player of the match.
What a game. What a game that was. I think there's no other player to give this man of the match to. There's a couple of shouts, but I'm going to give mine to Marcus Rashford. What a game he had.
Yeah, I think Rashford, I think, as they say, Christian Eriksen, I think Varane, Martinez, Malacia, there's a lot, Badallo.
Yeah.
There's a lot of standouts for me today. I'm going to give mine to Christian Eriksen. I'm going to match Gary Neville rather than match you. We went for the same man match yesterday. Can't do it twice in a row, surely.
I'll be honest, David De Gea had nothing to do today. And I think questions have got to be asked of Arsenal.
Not good enough. The one thing he did have to do was put in the back of the net. The Arsenal goal.
Yeah.
But I still think there's question marks around him. But overall, good performance from Arsenal. Is that Marquinhos and Anthony talking?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Obviously they're both.
Yeah, Brazilian, aren't they? But
yeah, but wow. Big win at home for Manchester United. That is a massive 3 points in their season. And for Arsenal, it's back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
That was shocking.
What you guys think of the Merseyside derby? Was watching with some friends, didn't come to the stream. I mean, if you guys to say, if you saw the stream, obviously you didn't, but the stream was fantastic. We enjoyed it massively. Brilliant game of football. Probably one of the best games of the season between Liverpool and Everton. But yeah, I think we're going to round up there. I think Need to get my sleep in before we have a big recording session tomorrow. Obviously got the podcast to do and all the F1 stuff. So yeah, first team can easily handle Ronaldo in that target man role. The rest of the team looks really good for such a setup. Ronaldo kills their little build-up play. He's fine for coming on and trying to get a goal late on, but he kills their build-up play. So much better with him off the pitch. So much better with Rashford starting in that number 9 role. So much better with Martial starting in the number 9 role. But yeah, that is all for today. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe. We're going to this stream, so thanks to everyone that has subscribed. Appreciate it massively. We'll be back on Tuesday night. Well, tomorrow we've got the UCL Fantasy Match Week 1 tips and stuff. Then, of course, the Champions League goes back Tuesday and Wednesday. Podcast Wednesday morning. Get it on wherever you want to get your podcasts and on YouTube. And then Thursday, FPL show. Friday from predictions, back again with the Premier League on Saturday, Manchester City versus Tottenham. So that's where we're going to call it a day. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.